Pögelo ni dong gyada ngapchunga jik chilu ni dong ni shitsapshile dawa dumbe tseba chuni larje sishi zugen zamling shide debe pögilana mebe uti chino khonsa kyamgun kyawang kunteng chushiba chembucho Jowal hada jebe gungge pungye thambar kui tsembe shene chilu dar khungdang yeju khe wula phebe kui chunga thujen shungde sungji shugu zerim unzu shuwi 6th of July 2024 the Central Tibetan Administration celebrates the 89th birthday of His Holiness the 14th Dalai Lama with heartfelt gratitude and reverence. Tiring shungde zewe kunje zo gyaga changshar dejong ngade jikhap lunchen kusha prem singh tamangcho da mixe kunje tu gyaga changshar arunachal ngade cheso ome thumi kushap tapir gaucho dejong ngade cheso gi chogzo Shri Mingmap Nobu Sharpa cho Canada Ontario ngade sane chezo gi chokshen karbuchi puti cho dejong ngade lunchen Shri Prem Hang Suba cho dejong ngade lunchen Shri Puran Kumar Gurung cho dejong ngade lunchen Shri Phunso Namgyal Lepcha cho dejong ngade chezo thumi kushap erung lepcha cho dejong ngade chezo thumi kushap Shri Sanjit Kharel cho Swiss Oatbill Amzi Tongde Chikhap ba Khangshen Chang Namgela dejong Chikhap lunchen Henjar Leje da Kukhor number Pumi Tikzugi Zezo Lesu number so Chebeb na ye. On this occasion, we are joined by Honorable Chief Minister of Sikkim Shri Prem Singh Tamang as our chief guest. Our special guests today are Shri Tapir Gao, Honorable Member of Lok Sabha representing the Arunachal East constituency, Shri Mingma Nobu Sherpa, Honorable Member of Sikkim Legislative Assembly, Putila Karpoche, Honorable Deputy Speaker of Ontario Legislative Assembly, Canada, Shri Prem Hang Suba, Honorable Minister of Buildings and Housing and Labour Department of Sikkim, Shri Puran Kumar Gurung, Honorable Minister for Agriculture, Horticulture, Animal Husbandry and Fisheries Department, Shri Phunso Namgyal Lepcha, Honorable Minister for Forest and Environment, Mines and Geology and Science and Technology Department, Sikkim, Shri Arun Tenzing Lepcha, Honorable Member of Sikkim Legislative Assembly, Shri Sanjit Kharel, Honorable Member of Sikkim Legislative Assembly, Namgyal Khangshen Tsang, Mayor of Oathville Amzi, Switzerland, and the accompanying officials of the delegations from Northeast India and officials from the Central Tibetan Administration. Zegu unzu shugu thongma changma kushengi penden sigyong chone pyoge kap chembe gather khaing su tingzu nangkap pyoge doga chobane ngare da je pyoge kap chembe gelu da gyaga gi gelu bugyu. We will begin today's celebration with hoisting of Tibetan national flag by Honorable Si Kyong, while the members of Tibetan Institute of Performing Arts will lead Tibetan national anthem and Indian national anthem. Tuchena. Tene Pende Sikyong Chone, Kubar Tongje Rinpoche, Mente, Den Sum Degui Shugudan, Pende Pubima Jidu, Chozo Chodan, Pende Choshun Cho, Pende Galun number, Kunjun Zo Chodan, Kunjun number, Yapshi Kunkor number Jene, Rimshin, Denjung Jedar, Jumbudan, Chapji, Bugidoga Tobane, Tuji, Yande, Yamshe, Bugap, Search Jesse, Degui Shugudan, Dasasane, Gonzing, Koji, War, Dende, Chunche, Tu, Narse, Tungur Nawatishin, Degui Shugui. Honorable Sikyong will now offer mandala to the portrait of His Holiness the Dalai Lama. Honorable Speaker and the Deputy Speaker, Honorable Kaluns, the Chief Guest and Special Guest, Yafshi family members will pay their respects in front of the portrait of His Holiness the Dalai Lama. Ceremonial tea and rice will be served while the Tibetan Institute of Performing Arts will sing Tukju Yangde. The celebratory cake is being facilitated by Tibetan Settlement Office, Dharamsala. We will have a band display by the members of Tibetan Institute of Performing Arts. kuchena tene pende sikyon choda pende chogdo cho kunjun zo cho nambasumla ani tharing tinte chunji gi tikor de tumna rona shwe. I request honorable chief guest, honorable speaker and honorable sikyon to cut the celebratory cake. Our chief guest, Honorable Chief Minister of Sikkim, is honoring the Central Tibetan Administration with a memento. Tende Ransu. Tene kundre zo choda kundre number. Tene kundre zo choda kundre number ya phemi tikzo kasha tha chidu lhenzo ngwe ne chada bulam shugyun pende sikyon chone kasha ngwe ne chada bulam narona pende phemi ma chidu lhenzo ge chodo chone pende phemi ma chidu lhenzo ge chada bulam shugyu. The Kashak and the Tibetan Parliament in Exile will now felicitate the chief guest and the guests with mementos. Honorable Chief Minister of Sikkim, Shri Prem Singh Tamang, our chief guest. Shri Mingma Nubu Sherpa, Honorable Member of Sikkim Legislative Assembly. Shri Tapir Gau, Honorable Member of Lok Sabha, representing Arunachal East Constituency. Mangso ne gasu shuro na dine chagda bulam na shimbare shushimba. Putila Karpuche, Honorable Deputy Speaker of the Ontario Legislative Assembly, Canada. Shri Bhim Hang Suba, Honorable Minister for Buildings and Housing and Labour Development of Sikkim. Shri Puran Kumar Gurung, Honorable Minister for Agriculture, Horticulture, Animal Husbandry and Fisheries Department. Shri Phunso Namgyal Lepcha, Honorable Minister for Forest and Environment, Mines and Geology and Science and Technology Department, Sikkim. Shri Erung Tenzing Lepcha, Honorable Member of Sikkim Legislative Assembly. Shri Sanjeet Kharel, Honorable Member of Sikkim Legislative Assembly. Namgyal Kangshun Tsang, Mayor of Oetville Amsi, Switzerland. Shri S.D. Dhakal, IS retired, Secretary to Honorable CM. Shri Tenzing Gelek, IAS retired, Chairman Administrative Reform Committee. Shri Ashwani Kumar, IPS, Resident Commissioner. Shri Harka Singh Subha, PSO Additional SP. Madhu Kumar Pradhan, PS2 CM. Shri D.P. Sharma, Information Officer. Srimati Dechen Ongmo Lama Bhutia, Senior Information Officer. Shri Santosh Chetri, PA to Honorable CM. Thank you very much, Kong Tuchena. Tene pende tsoto chone pende pimi machi tu lenzo gi chada bilam shugu Kong Perona. Honorable Speaker will now felicitate the guests with mementos from Department Tibetan Parliament in Exile. Shri Prem Singh Tamang, Honorable Chief Minister of Sikkim. Shri Tapir Gao, Honorable Member of Parliament, Lok Sabha. Shri Mingma Nubu Sherpa, Honorable Speaker, Sikkim Legislative Assembly. Shri Bhim Hang Subha, Honorable Minister for Housing and Buildings, Labour Department. Shri Puran Kumar Gurung, Honorable Minister for Agriculture and Horticulture, Animal Husbandry and Fisheries Department. Shri Phunso Namgyal Lepcha, Honorable Minister for Forest and Environment, Mines and Geology and Science and Technology Department. Shri Erung Lepcha, Honorable Member of Legislative Assembly. Tene Shri Sanjeet Kharel, Honorable Member of Legislative Assembly. Putila Karpuche, Honorable Deputy Speaker, Ontario Legislative Assembly and Member of Provincial Parliament for Parkdale, High Park, Ontario, Canada. Namgyal Kangshin Sang, Mayor of Oitville am See, Switzerland. Shri Bhim Hang Subha, Honorable Minister for Buildings and Housing and Labour Department. Shri Erung Lepcha, Honorable Member of Legislative Assembly. Thank you very much. Tuche na kung sozo. Tuche. Tene shablu nishsenga kowe pemi tikzu gi leje tula leje temgul hanga ne lege bügyur lugyu ningdu re dine nyinjun shuyi. Chidi chungji kama chuingla. Chidi chungji kama chuingla. Chilushikdong gubgyo gubju koto le dawa gube che chu ne chungle nerim to chodar kosha gi digiling sushi dan le dedun le khang gi le rung su lenge kutik zel Chilshikdong Gubyo Gubju Kubdun le Dao Shibetse Gene Leje Ngomar Kosha Gilinge Ranja, Gubju Kubdun le Dao Chungi Betse Chugune Digiling Sote Zipar Kosha, Gubju Kugu le Dao Sunbe Seba Churu ne Hunsu Shija Ginyamdong Dunebe, Nidong le Dao Dunbe Se Chugji ne Tongshu Nerim Duneber Gilinge Ranja, Nidong Chik Jindangabe Seba Nisaji ne Kabu Sane Gunzi Dunebe, Nidong Ni Dao Shibetse Nisadu ne. Toling da suna da sane gonjin chikcho nidong ge chin da gube che ching ne chi di le gong ge chongshun do kosha nidong gu chin da chung chin da dunbe che chob ge ne songjong ne rim do ne bar ge lenge raja nidong gu chin da chung yi be che chuk ji ne dili ku sab thongang ge chongjir ne be nidong chuk ji chin da chung yi be che chong ne process ku sab thongang do ne be nidong chong le da chu be che chu chik ne chungba ge ne rim to ne bar nidong chu chu le da shi be che nga ne nang si le gong ge chengbar do ne be nidong chob ge le chin da chuk ji be che nga ne nang si le gong ge chungbar do lenge raja Nidong Chugulu Dao Be Tse Chu Ne Diligusab Tungang Tungjir Nebe, Nidong Chugulu Dao Chube Tse Churu Ne, Tungi Chumur Nebargi Chiti Tungjir Koshagi Shamdik Shumi. Nibadi Benjo Tungji Sirin Tundubla. Benjo Tungji Sirin Tundubla, Chilchidong Gubyo Gubjuko Le Dao Chube Tsebajonga Ne Tungshu Shunjung Nerim To Chodar Koshagi Deson Legongi Shunjung de Lengen Kodik Zel. Gubju Gubdun le Dao Be Tsebajonga Le Leje Ngomar Koshagi Lenge Ranja, Nidong Le Dao Tangbe Tse Nisaji Ne Tungle Nerim Su Yigyu Che De Chodar Koshagi Lenge Ranja, Nidong Le Dao Gebe Tse Shi Ne Leje Lengor Koshagi Lenge Ranja, Nidong Chuk Dao Ngabe Tse Chik Ne Deson Legongi Tungle Su Lenge Ranja, Nidong Du Dao Ngabe Tse Nisaji Ne Tungshun Nerim Do Neber Gi Lenge Ranja, Nidong Chukji Le Dao Gebe Tse Chu Ne Brasil Kusab Tungang Gi Tungshun Do Nebe, Nidong Chungni Dao Ngabe Tse Nisaji Ne Songjong Nerim Do Neber Gi Lenge Ranja, Nidong Choksum Le Dao Nibe Tse Chik Ne Brasil Kusab Tungang O Paris Jedu Bar Kosha, Nidong Churu Le Dao Gebe Tse Chu Ne Deson Legong Gi Songjong Do Nebe, Nidong Chubdun Le Dao Chukbe Tse Nga Ne Dili Kusab Tungang Do Nebe, Nidong Chubge Le Dao Shibe Tse Chungyi Ne Dili Kusab Tungang Gi Tungjir Lengen Kuji, Nidong Chugu Le Dao Ngabe Tse Nyi Ne Chungbar Gi Nerim Do Neber Gi U Ne Len Jedu Kang Gi Genzin Do Nebe, Nidong Nisaji Le Dao Dunbe Tse Chik Ne Deson Legong Gi Chungbar Do Nebe, Nidong Nisasum Le Dao Gube Tse Shi Ne Chungyi Chimur Neber To Benjo Tungjir Kosha Gi Shamdik Shumi. Sumba de Tsogzhong Legong Gi Chungbar, Chosan Tseden Kesan La, Chosan Tseden Kesan La, Chilu Nidong Le Dawa Nibe Tse Sumne Degen Nerim To Chodar Kosha Gi U Do Legang Gi Degen Do Lengen Kudik Zel, Nidong Le Dawa Gebe Tse Dun Ne Leje Ngomar Kosha Gi Nangsi Legung Su Nebe, Nidong Le Dawa Gube Tse Chubshi Ne Chungle Nerim To Yigyu Chwe De Chodar Kosha Gi Lenge Ranja, Nidong Chu Le Dawa Sumbe Tse Chonga Ne Chungle Nerim To Leje Ngomar Kosha Gi Lenge Ranja, Nidong Chu Le Dawa Chube Tse Chukchik Tse Chubge Ne Chungshun Nerim To Neber Gi Lenge Ranja, Nidong Chonga Le Dao Chube Tse Sum Ne Songjong Nerim To Neber Gi Lenge Ranja, Nidong Chubdun Le Dao Gube Tse Chukji Ne Tsogzhong Legong Gi Songjong Do Nebe, Nidong Nishi Le Dao Dunbe Tse Chu Ni Leje Ledun Sengdo Chagir She De Shabyun Lochik Parcha Shu, Nidong Nisaji Le Dao Ngabe Tse Chu Ne Chungbar Nerim Do Neber Gi Lenge Ranja, Nidong Nisaji Le Dao Gube Tse Nisaji Ne Nangsi Legong Gi Chungbar Do Nebe, Nidong Nisaji Le Dao Chungyi Be Tse Chubdun Ne Tsogzhong Legong Gi Chungbar Do Nebe Gi Shamdik Shumi. Shiba de Kai Kyabgong Yiksa De Tsen Gi Chungshun Kamadramala, Chilshikdong Gubya Chungshun Kamadramala, Chilshikdong Gubya Gubju Gubdun Le Dao Chungyi Be Tseba Chonga Ne Lejong Nerim To Chodar Kosha Gi Habur Shija Gi Lejong Do Lengen Kodik Zel, Chilshikdong Gubya Gubju Gubdun Le Dao Dunbe Tse Dun Ne Lejeng Ngomar Kosha Gi Lenge Raja, Gubju Kogu Le Dao Dunbe Tse Nisajik Ne Dasa De Dun Lengkong Gi Lejong Do Nebe, Gubju Kogu Le Dao Sumbe Tseba Churu Ne Hunsur Shija Gi Nyamjong Do Nebe, Nidong Chik Dao Chube Tse Nisasum Ne Ledun Nerum Do Neber Gi Bir Pyoso Sane Gunzi Legong Gi Lejong Do Nebe, Nidong Nga Dao Sumbe Tse Dun Ne Nangsi Legong Gi Ledor Nebe, Nidong Chuk Dao Tangbe Tse Sumju Ne Degen Nerum Do Neber Gi Lenge Ranja, Nidong Gu Dao Gube Tse Sum Ne Bonda Chu Sum Sane Gunzi Do Nebe, Nidong Chungyi Le Dao Gube Tse Dun Ne Nangsi Legong Su Nebe, Nidong Chungyi Le Dao Dunbe Tse Dun Ne Chungle Nerim Do Neber Gi Lenge Ranja, Nidong Churu Le Dao Dunbe Tse Chik Ne Dasa Sane Gunzi Legong Su Himpu Zaril Chokbe Chungle Su Nebe, Nidong Churu Le Dao Chungyi Be Tseba Nishu Ne Kai Kyabgong Parge Legwe Tsembe Le Chungle Su Nebe, Nidong Chubge Le Dao Tangbe Tse Nisagu Ne U Ne Len Jedu Kangi Chungle Su Nebe, Nidong Chugu Le Dao Ngabe Tse Chu Ne Chungshun Nerim Do Neber Gi Lugyu Chizum Tsembar Lengen Kuji Gi Shamdik Shumi Yin, Ngaba De Deson Legong Gi Chungle Dao Zhamala. Chungle Dao Zhamala, Chilshikdong Gubju Gubdun Le Chinda Chungyi Be Tseba Chugu Ne Shunjong Nerim Do Tsadar Kosha Gi Deson Nyamshi Kangi Chungshun Do Kosha, Gubju Gubge Dao Dunbe Tse Chonga Ne Leje Ngomar Kosha Gi Lenge Ranja, Nidong Chik Dao Nibe Tse Gen Ne Genjong Nerim Do Neber Gi Lenge Ranja, Nidong Nga Dao Chubbe Tse Sum Ne Lejong Nerim Do Neber Gi Lenge Ranja, Nidong Chuk Chinda Nibe Tse Chubge Ne Ponda Stashiling Do sun cho mensum gi le jong du ne be ni dong ge da jong ni be che ni san ni ne de song le kong su len ge ran ja ni dong gu da ju ji be che ni ne le de ne rum du ne ber gi len ge ran ja ni dong chong a chen de jong ni be che ni ne de ge ne rum du ne ber gi len ge ran ja ni dong chok sum le da wa thang be che ni shu zap shi ne chung le ne rum du ne ber gi len ge ran ja to sham de shu mi yin主播的各种exam给来着看了我tunjuk全备来因来着看了我tunjuk全备了其实动国就考古到顺便才把你3年的来着看了内容都做到过啥给各种exam给看了我连给国这在其动国就考古了到个别才把送进来来着我们过啥给连给让着头了什么的什么因来着空 number 变的西江说呢Leje Khon number Pente Sikyong Chone Chakir Da Jedar Sure Nangyu I request Honorable Sikyong to present certificates of recognition from the Public Service Commission to 6 staff who have completed 25 years of service to the Central Tibetan Administration. Tangbo de Chije Chungji Kamachin La Perona. Tene penjo chungji tsirin tunjubla. Tene chodong legungi chungbar jochang tenzin gesang la, tseden gesang la. Chodong legungi chungbar jochang tseden gesang la. Kai Kyabgong Yiksa De Tsing Ki Chungshun Kamadumala. Desung Lekung Ki Chungle Dawa Jumala. Tene kadung exam ge leja khalo wa tundup chembe la tuchena gong sing jo Tene pemi jigzu ge leje ledun singtun singda topgen genjin de chen khone deradun sane gonjin sungdung Tundu Gebula da leje de chen khone kabu sane gonje le khung ge le do tenzin chui la namnin la sengde chager pyu de yin tene logyu ningdu re yinjun shu choji Tundu Gebula sungje chungji Tundu Gebula chilo ni dong chu da shibe cheba jigne chöde chungshön le ro thola ka jong exam khyap gong yeme le shi de chen du lengen kutik da rimshin chungshön nerim du neber ki benjo le gong da kabu sane gonje dojiling da suna da sane gonje chikcho Lada Changdan Chedu Pa Bandra Nogiling Sane Gonjin Teje Sungje Chungje Nerim Du Nebar Gi Belgop Delar Sane Gonjin Da Tasha Teradun Sane Gonjin Du Nebu Gi Lengur Shimu Tundu Gebula Ne Thapar Shablo Chubdun Hagrin Kachek Chebe Sakui Khal Rangnu Khangjo Gi Shepshu Drub Da Drubmu Ta Usa Khangdu Wang Shungdun Sishu Drub Gab Ledun Thola Tushor Chimba Khanya Chung Mebata Pimi Jigzu Gi Zeju Kagong Tar Shamdek Shugu Chosem Tembu Yobashin Sane Gonjin Gi Gengur Gab Leshi Lagdar Chugyon Shugu Khangji Te Hursun Chembu Lengin Chitek Tubgin Gi Leje Gende Shigin Barden Dilu Chino Konsagam Goyon Chimbu Chogi Gui Chunga Tujin Gi Zegoi To Chilu Nidong Nishsa Sumlu Genjin Dechen Gi Leje Sengda Deshin Nangden Kelwa Yin Nibadila Tenzi Chuyin La Nerim Lekung Todamba Tenzin Chuyin La Chilu Nidong Churu Lu Dao Dunbe Tseba Chukji Ne Tsöde Genjung Tola Bandra Nogiling Sane Gonjin Lekung Su Lengin Gotik Dar Legur Shu Ne Rimshin Ledrung Nerim Du Nebar Ki Zibe Lengen Da Lekung Todambe Nerim Du Nebar Ki Kabu Sane Gonjin Lekung Su Legur Shu Mu Dona Tenzi Chuyin La Gongse Sane Khadu Legur Shugab Sane Gonjin Ki Toda Ki Ledun Da Laksam Tela Ngakjo Nangshin Yoba Mase Legun Ring Ziba Dan Ledrung Sane Gonjin Chikjo Ki Lengen Tushor Meba Shu Da Shumu Den Dilo Chino Konsagam Goyon Chimbu Chogi Gui Chunga Tujin Ki Zegoi Tola Chilu Nidong Nishsa Sumlu Leje De Sengi Leje Sengda Deshin Komor Nangde Kelwa Yin Kon number la Pende Sikyong Chone Sengda Chage Narona Shuyin. I request Honorable Sikyong to present the Service Excellence Award to 2 staff of the Central Tibetan Administration. Tundu Geola Sungje Tungje. Lekhung Todamba Tinsi Chuinla. Tushenang Kong Sigyongcho. Tene Chidil Somgyur na Padun Sempane, Pugur Nangwe, Parbu Ni, Nawe, Lalobda, Tengi, Zaze, Delam Shebe, Chardeb, Pende Pumima Chitu, Toto Chone, Unje Nangyu. I request Honorable Speaker of the Tibetan Parliament in Exile to launch the translated version of the book titled India, Tibet, Ancient Ties and Current Bonds, written by Claude Arpi. The book has been translated in Tibetan by the Translation and Publication section of the Department of Information and International Relations, Central Tibetan Administration. Pende Songso Chola Tandu Tepchigunje Naidu, Tene Lobgi Rinchen Lane, Zambe, Nub Himalaya, Uche Maniwata, Powa Doshagi, Rabje Chebe, Pete Pende Pumima Chitu, Songso Chone, Unje Nangyu. I request Honorable Speaker of the Tibetan Parliament in Exile, Kimbosanam Temple, to launch the Chronicle of Puche Maniwa and the Ceremony of Breaking the Stone, a spiritual opera popularly performed by the disciples of Truptop Thangdong Gyebo in the Western Himalayas, authored by Doji Rinchen. Tuchena Konsol Tene Pögi Doga Tobe, Chino Consecam Goyan Chimbuchogi, Gadin Jedin, Sunje, Gese, Tebatembe, Namtara Hashung Chardebte, Kunjun Sochone, Unche Nangyu. I request His Excellency Shri Prem Singh Tamang, the Honorable Chief Minister of Sikkim, to launch the Tibetan operatic chronicle of the life of Prince Debatemba by the Tibetan Institute of Performing Arts, published in honor and to mark as gratitude to His Holiness the 14th Dalai Lama on his 90th birthday in accordance to the Tibetan calendar. Tuchena. Tene Pögi Doga Togbe, Chino Consecam Goyan Chimbuchogi, Gadin Jedin Tunje, Kese, Debatembe, Namtar Hashung Chardebte, Penden Kunjun Sochogi, Unje Nangyu. I request His Excellency Shri Prem Singh Tamang, the Honorable Chief Minister of Sikkim, to launch the Tibetan operatic chronicle of the life of Prince Debatemba by the Tibetan Institute of Performing Arts, published in honor and as a mark of gratitude to His Holiness the Dalai Lama on his 90th birthday in accordance to Tibetan calendar. Thank you. Tene Giji Pögi Shungi Tsokjin Teng Nibe Tsokjawa Tanglang Pödu Shudu Legugi Australia Detuba Tenzi Nunzi Lane Tamshe Nangyu. Next I request Tenzi Nunzi, Coordinator WeTech Australia, to deliver her speech.
성모티스텔레
Gewa kungi zechen yesheku chikdu duba kangri tarkarwa pakcho jikden onchu duwe gu kamsum dowe lama gegurjik je dosik shiki dun sude haje dowe zuken jikden shide debe kangjen dowe gombo jinor khonsa kyamgun gewa kuting chupshi bachenbo cho kamsum dowa yonggi gwengyap su langtsoy me to shede gungjang gejige gu shebe tusangi nimodir 가디 쪼슴기 게지 벽이 쉔게 척친 갑 니베 척자와 갸당아 대다기 찹체데 참디 테스트레 슈규인 셴냥 제걸 딜치도 페베 꾸르조 넘바탕 유페미 디조기 제자와 제 샤타치기 필리핀다 갸체 미마용라 참디 슈규인 그거 슈거드 다사네 차롱충아 당로 pyudu 당랑 pyudu 슈두 레시 올링게온 디디바 탈로로나 니슈레레베 부모텐진운지 겨림보체 진줄라 조아네 다바 밀로 주타링 차레낭신 통나 네첸셰사데 쉔게당 지버철 믹세 셰연당 딩저중규 텔라랑니기 문지치기에 군등기 궁에 제메토 벼랑기 롭자 차상 술도 사주 나와데 참메 캔세레 벼랑기 지바당 쉔게초 쯔체네 잠링기 지바당 쉔게 칸라 레와 쳔포 쳔심방에 nga라다 부츠나 벼기 랑완 슈르네 미랍 숨바암 시웨 콩수 똑베 쉔게 시김베 차네 마옹바 벼랑기 릭슌당 게이 유세 콤시소라 후다 슈규당 대신 벼치나니기 쉔게츠 셈라 양세 텐신투 랑기 뉴세 강여 셴다 냠룹토 벼미리기 자된 텔랑 깔레 갸기인 바마세 무투데 둥겨 체규 미규 갸셰유 대겐 녜랑니 쉔게시긴베 토네 미만초라 리뷰조 요바테 시제 벼미 용기 레든 강인룽 독자 직지당 뉴번양봉토 투 강만 겨로나 제슈어당 뉴번양봉 요직 용체 벼미 용조기 오 직임베 두셰당 그 군롱장메 토 믹세기 미랍 겜반남기 nganzu 쉔게 남라 믹베 상보당 람드 강만 어로나 슈 직베고 슈야인 대당냠도 믹세기 슈도 요바테 공사초 궁오마 슈베 깨와 상보디 담진토 nga랑외네 벼치라 여베 나신 용기 찹치네 벼난기 쉔게 남라 심슈 남야마차로스 nganzu 창만 남양 케란소인다 냠도 여제 슈도쇼 다든 잠링 시대 대별 첨보 진호 콩사 겸그림 부치 구체 유리 템바탕 시제 벼미남 현존기 니만 유토시와 멜람유 투셰셰
투체나 논질라 데네 계지벽이 쉔게 촉진 탱니베 초자와 당랑 푸두 어리 당랑 푸두 푸든 슈두 제두기 제두바 Tinzi Ceremonial lane tamshenangyo I request Tinzi Ceremonial coordinator WeTech US to deliver his speech.
Hello? Hello? Someone just delay. Okay. 다 다링 두즈디 짜춘부지 공사겸규 춘부 초기 꾸육이 총갈 니모드라 토마 공사겸규 춘부 초라 짜시텔레다 구스템바 용어기 멸람 겹기 군드 창마 회숑기 레제 미망소 롭주소 상라체스텔레 녜밍라 텐진 스루 플로저이 nga 아리게서 워싱턴 DC 라 깨와다 차롱체와 베베 쉔바징이 땡에 땀시델라 주식이 주고요 주시디 참다 닝제 참다 닝제 경고무시 깔롭나 참다 닝제 송도 값수 참다 닝제디 다가스기 소와디 말해도와 참다 닝제디 잠닝나 강에다 욕자 세토에기 누버직래도와 잠닝나 시대 용토에기 누버직 딘데직래도와 나랑 냠용 토나 나랑 냠용 용요 토네 나랑 메세나 참다 닝제 냠네 제대로도 시라펜 토고도 초진에 먼저 미만디 먼저 개갑디 망봉양요 초 샴페인에 때나 차수불신이 대도와 디 겨울무시기 2시까지 레다 겨울무시 2시까지 디 제야 소야 하고야 디 개춘보래 다 겨울무시 2시까지 디 간데스 초걸 간데스 하고걸 미상호신에 경험시 까줍네 랭게 코네 대신에 경험시 기 까징 제기래 먼저 단다 전주의 여외 미만든서 샘주 첨부도 경험시라 대바 이제 이내야 딜라 하가고도 딜라 망하고도 전주나 용해든서 각보 요래 등에 하고게 원래 지게 배치나 아리도이나 용박 홍춘보래 미창와 나가 망보 초고래 보든서 랍자 약보 땅고래 베베치손에 타링보래 학보 쉬어 이내야 먼저 제토고래 먼저 베베 전주의 여외 베베든서 헬레신이 돼야 돼 먼저 톱단데 여 말다 먼저 제토고래 제토야 겸세디 가래신라나 먼저 경고를 보시 공사 경고 첨부 초기 질랍디 주고요 공사 경고 첨부 초기 먼저 공사 경고 첨부 초라 이제다 레와 여원 나신 공사 경고 첨부 초 먼저 미망라 레와다 이제다 열다 디지 중에 좋았어 겨울제 단다보도 로 둔주 개주 두개 세워디 땅 안수 저거디 캐 두세딜레 열다 어디식 중에 또 다 겐데 간데스 코고래 겐데 간데스 코고래 페나 배버든소 레와 말라야기 겐 몰라초 쉰데교하다 밀름 개배기 겐 파마든소 부라 미과 약보 따싸 경험실라 대원 니모스야 디기 겐 롭주 이나 롭주 약보치야기 겐 경험실 제남로야기 겐 디 공부 당부들이 디를 하가 미세나 강에 유나 덴바시 냠린치야 셈라 공조 유나 닝제 고메야 나게 춘보 유나 동이 고메야 셈바 교교 유나 공사 경비 춘보 초기 셰레제야 먼저 창마 디 후다바다 학생친에 먼저 레규페나 먼저 뱀이 창마 있게 인elem대 죽기래 인elem대 가리스나 로 쭉직나 공사경비 주보속 공로 갸페드 포랑 포달라라 송제 쉐기 국업지라 그래 아니야 각보 슈레다 각보 슈에 받은 건수 원래 시기라 먼저 경험시 올라 도저히 찍지치네 냠쇼 돈에 별 집에 돈데 잠닝 집에 돈데 슈 겹나 지토그르다 먼저 상황 냠도 냠수 슈 겹을 라스트 도시나
Tenzi Sirublujo La Tuchena. Tene Pende Sikyong Chone, Kashak Sungshen Nangyu. May I request Honorable Sikyong to deliver Kashak's statement?
송식이 레림 조데베 갑데 테식 쿠심부친 슈투네 아고도와 다른 아주 손도 초고에 그 겸전 조디 표면 직수군에 담시 지하당 아니 군주 남아서 청아 대패제 송신나가 폐기 위해서 뭐 또식 툴흘러제 쿠심부친 슈로나시니 쉐이 표면 용기 나는 맵에 우티 진홍 콘스 장군 주무초 공당 개구를 배배 거의 중라야 수역이 자십의 두상들 가샤기 시제 표면 용기 접수대 콘스 장군 주무초로 고숨 구자단제 두둔 제거를 셰베브 난gen기 군련소 안타니 시김기 치프 미니스터 프레임싱 타망 크란리아 명의 셴바 등 아주 골레지 슈구요래 골레지 다른 데 창암 아주 총라야 수역이 제골리아 군주소 오물라 딥 체조는 름치 가진 진짜 10회 유상한 데 잡을 값대 벤저름치 중가단 제니 잡을 값대 아니 디두 년산学중 다른 시김 치프 미니스터 총라야 수역 군주소 지비난 투나 야구도 신 름치에게 파패체 Chief Minister Jawannache 다른 도시는 페투버리 and Chief Minister 쿠란기 생계리아 아니 단다 소조 요래 소조 콩 아주 다른 제 당부인 다른 신친이 아니 칼은 넘버 숨 나대기 칼은 런전 숨다 안 조조 투미기 니 셴 아니 셉슈다 공고를 연조 지체 니슈 예매직 도시는 패대요래 아니 Chief Minister 골레지 나니 신일로리아 가시김 잡에 갑라 아주 제 고급중 엉크랑기 심샤리아 아주 쇼자지 슈제 시김기 나로를 예배기 표미소 강에 가르치기 요바다 안 텐졸리아 로조르시아기 코란 셰셰나요리 안 다른 코란길 현재라 코란기 고고르삼도 마임베기 안디 잡라 슝에 단다 강도 크이네 아주 별이기 중대 멤버 초보 두 열에 되게 다 초보 두 둔직 아니 콘주 되게 돼 냠도 롭주 시비생이직 냠도 된데 쉬어래 콘주 거와 쉬어나 롭주 되게 돼 데르베 아루나찰 그 콘주 대 당원에 chief minister기 가사디 아주 시김네 chief minister기 베벨로만솔로 도송 땅제 다닌 다음 살라리아 추티 용어래 아니 내가 나신신에 예만 가지고 렌디슈버 나신신에 단대 중공마인베 득주 초바 주요래 초바 주 디게들 단다바동 가지고 레공 그 강에 떠서 요래 강도라 대인배 선장 chief minister기 도송 땅제 그로르 계시 도송 땅이 아니 중공마인베 득주 상물로 레공 잡야 땅 아니 샤바가 생겼는데 시김 나노라 잡아 중요래 다이네 단도 맞아 라와라 시잘이야 로교 최고야 카직 두벨 하데요 딩아니 다른 인구 수지 갑라 가면 쉬어이 아니 디나 신신이 얘가 라젠 라중 쿠당 아니 표미 탄삼란네 등에 강에 요바 디게 톨에 양 아주 다른 인구 가면 쉬지 아니 마오바 시민스터기 튕규나야기 로고 쉬고요 디 다른 시김기 중국어네 아니 겨울음식 그 중간에다 제니 아니 제동 표현에 다른 신신의 코로나랑기 테마 망부지 배전난시 나니 아니 겨울음식 시김라 된데 슈트야 대한 딥시저를 물체를 문제가 아니니 보나는 냠도요 진님인데 그 제제 아니 겨울음식 시규낭 투버리 다 될 때는 이밀마도 베기 아니 달로 의두체면 나올이야 나대게 의두체면 나올라 스테이트 엘렉션 나올라 아니 야자 곱두는 거 터버려 CM sabla 아가도 참지 쉬어야 안 다닌 데를 군주 미세 군주 나눠는 가지고 따비르 가오지 loksaba기 저조 야가 저조 오메기 투미레 니동 죽두인에 첸다 페젤로 니슈 예멘지 링갈이야 아니 all party Indian Parliamentary Forum for Tibet 라는 가지고 딜리라 첩시 초과 상만의 뒤배기 표정 갑조 저조 투미 표정 갑조 초과 지어리 디나리야 냠슈나 요리 아니 나니 나니 대패 제벌 패투 요 말이 나중에만 DC의 이동이 생이를 계지 조조 투미 표현 잡요 초전 초백갑래 패투 요 말때 다 다른데 패투와디 빼면서 가고 중 그런 아루나 샤르기 고잡리 단당 안조 시자요사 투딩다 티주다 메오다 대주장아디 아니 따비르가오 지기 그런기 캬본을 리고요레 엔 단다바동 안조 튕규 야타주 나서 투시신 쉬야다 안테네 안조 데 다른 콘종기 나로리아 부딜라 까부치 대패디오 다 만체지 부딜라 까부치 마켐바 요마레 안조 베베지존 나로네 아니 젠주바지 시 계급지 나리아 신이 아니 피기기 첩시 나로라 의두 나로라 샹니 대야 아니 캐나다 나싱기 계급 첨부지기 나데 최슈직 온타리오기 저조 투미 단다 탱이바 담든 중화다 탱이바 담든 중화 제리야 아니 온타리오 저조기 초조 쉬엄바 가시지어 디나로네 초조 쉬엄바 직난게 여레스 부들라 갑시 안 지금네 부들라 갑시 표바차되게 여레 니네 캐나다기 미세레 아니 캐나다 나로리아 다 캐네디기 고티직 담배 손장 찰레 남배 갑리아 표바속에 레와치부시다요레 부딜라 표바임배 손장 표바직부 갈야 직직을 삼도 이네 다 코나야 저저 투미 인주 상물로 전염 따고고 여봐 이네 표바지메 차네 코나기 급감메기 레균디는 갈야 꿀레 망부지 교니 진다 둠베기 진다 둠바 용조디 아니 온타리오 나로리아 표기 다와스체니 도시니 송지슈야다 베베기 릭숑다 텐조간이야 지금 제가 레시직 부딜라 도시 난투바 중요하래 애는 아주 베바 상물로 잡슈제 투시슈야다 애는 베바 지임베 차네 마음바 무투니 근데 차례 나로나 신슈야인 안드네 민망 강춘사라 남계 강춘사라 예 민망다 남계 제로 가지네 남계 강춘사라 아주 베게 주릭라 스위스의 계셔베宣계지리 이제 삼바 크랑기 빨라 녜마 아주 저조 지주 남으리 예전에 다 단대링갈이야 크랑 오트빌 가사디 오트빌 MC기 메어 난게 요래 종계 직업 난게 요래 아니 크랑다 크랑기 딱빨라게 아샤 아굴라 컨조 조고레 이네 벼바 용조 조고 안가서 주리 카운슬 나라 마리오 패션에 지어래 그런다 롬망고 쇼지 안저 배발 잡죠 제제 예장 안저 파 침배갑래 그런 안저 투가 패션 안가서 도바지 파수 주디 삼발이야 된자기 고송한 타야다 되게 삼로 마리오 패게 주릭다 밴드발 남버리 아니 남게라 단다 배바 공로 충화직 아니야 스위스 나로리야 안저 지 첩시기 갱케투야 미리 셴배강 대체 첩시기 갱케투야디 중화딩 아주宣게 망고 시부질이야 로법기 랑신 레삼부여 디체 안티 마임베게 다 잠니 다른데 지윈하게 만족하고 숨래 안 다는 신기 다른데 믹스까지 아주 니마 숨링갈이야 인터내셔널 유th 포럼스라니 게지 宣게기 초전직 나니네 고추체 다 로딱과리 시계 가마마네 베베 宣게 갸갸치 간조 고티기 sabjon 테투나 세제 다 나니 고추버레 나니 디 고추벌 때니 게지 køn이야 간도 표된 슈두 랭귀기 레슈크디시라 슈크처신스 데인디 삼바 다네 소된 이버들이야 팽에 단단 간조 페블람라 유에댕에 宣게 되게 상물로 계급카 쪽숨신의 宣게 고주고숨시도 좀 패대열에 아니 콘조 다리 믹스에기 간조 군들이야 덴데슈 다 샵자들에다 고루 슈트 마선데 공개 매워지 이내 다른데 제고 주민한 투야다 아니 NDI네 로마 숨주 소직 지유 나나 디 sabjon직 소고열에 다나 신체네 아니 도갈이야 다 로타과리 신간조 도갈이야 yar게 콘센 갑라 아니 베베 宣게 7월 중엔주 베베기 리슌당 잡된주 장야게 체도 아니 아닌데와 제압이 있는 간조 미 용용도 지레 예 고치레 다 달로 페지 뉴스단한직 뉴스구식 두제페 카직 단다 스위스랜드 주 조르교샤 단다데 조르데바 주랑시 콘조에 다른데 아니 창아패드 참로려야 가수쇼단 다치 아니 잠링 퀸이야 다 다른 예문들라 아니 지는 혼수 장군 춤을 저기 별로 있다나 고된다 치료다나 아니 결국이 중간 순수 쉬야디 아니 잠링 퀸이야 쉬고요 배송장 안 잠링 퀸도 뒤에는 냠로 쟁에 참로려야 아니 조금 코뱅원에 아니 가샤기 참디 테스트레 쉬야이 안 잠링 사조 강사 공부 강의기 그 중간을 순수셰베 투제 개발진들 안주 상매 넘버 자민기 가도는 로바단 첩직 공사장군 정부 초안에 잠시된배 콜라식 죽준체베 랍첸기 제겐 강당 경신벌 진솔레 미릉오레 잠시냠내 댐배 투제시 임벌 전국 수교당 별로 따르나 달로 공부초 고등 땡데기 니모 케요바당 치료니동이 장아 치도 듬번에 가샤기 지내려다 표면 딕죽 뭐네 치료따르 게지 쾌나 로고르 슈부 잠젤로시 아니 슝데 고등 고지 슈덴 케데 지금 나마 처지 슈신 요바당 대르 따경기 추도 아니 다른네 용규기 슝제기 제고카 실리야 아니 지는 공사장군 정부 그 쟁겐 시골이야 모두 인도지 슈베 균에 아니 전주 꿀라 가신주베 최베 녀버 슈게 고 생규 슈자리 아니 공사장군 정부 초기 제고르 당보디 다 다른 간주 총례야 수역이 제고 님들 제고르 당보고를 쉬야지 아니 마음바 망주 투진 땅 아니 노베 시대 신다다 디 숨주 주된 갑리야 안 제구르 셰바디게디 콜이야 제레레시네 슈에레 데베 손장 제구르 당보디 가르시네 슈베이나 로미라 직송기 대기 튠탑 양나 로미 직규르기 두셰 공배 동규디 인신 대야 치셈당 직된 군접기 겐콜 로미 상주 공배당 출루를 마덴베 상주지 드림 민다버 송다 개발 중세 여바 데다르 출루를 마덴베 상주세도 드림 민다버 가자 공부 강의기 실로니동 지동국제 든주 된솜로 유럽 계급 쭉지나 통마 지규격급 셴라 펜도고고 고시 통나 랑진진기 개변 충우 더네 셴든 당돌렘베 두셰식 계신 셰베 삼로 켈서 때 치셈 셰베 담가 난고 수신 대의 고등 인계 지신 전제 림베 직된 교용의 티베 랭게 남 직된 군접기 권쿨 유니버설 리스폰시빌리티 당 실제동 국제 구주고단에 출루를 마된 배 상주기 남샤 도르드레 송고 수신 실제동 국제 구주공원 다왕갑의 최준이 इंग्लैंड गेसा लंदन की अल्बर्ट सोगांतु तोंगलो सरबे लांगदोर की कलोब नांगब गोमुचो मिशी बेचाने ड्रॉमी सांजो खोंबे द तोंगु शे सुने नांगशिं तेदु ड्रॉमी सांजो जेबा zamle chulu तेंदा मिदेंगी यांजम सेगा मेना chulu नि दों लोर वाराणसी कलोब नांगब chulu मादेंबे सांजो जेबे दांगब दी दमगादी योंग्यब दु जेयु 드라미 지규르기 두시 셰바데니 펜주 펜에 뜨르기 따와라 시조신 공부초기 드라미남 유롱탕 미리기 종콩 리그르 케이탄 샤도 따와다 릭숑 드림다 추루 케 레밀람 소베 케시기 토네 인제 지 미론신 최당 벤조 첩시다 막네 dimjuda koryo so kyo gertang chizo che kyonyone penjun chigla chigden yimba ngunsun nyume yibe nilu geshe nangyo lu deshin sem kibatang sering neme dobate desidu chambadan sewa ningjitang sogom chokshetang sangju che kejer sigo batang 강엔 라미 나소 태갑 랑이 지구토도 홍마다비 삼로 구독을 레와 라바다 셈슈 차나 강엔 la donglen chayu nishu nyamjur ten nedang kangshi la lhoya tela donglen chayu samlo yarge so tongyu semgur langde nyamje gi toshub le tene gegen tada rimbe setup chago batang chebu ni le phugdang rangshen ni le shen chiger ni le chidun de choru nyamde jebani yotab mebe gendishi imbar 공기 유 dini gobo 강이 딸레라메 체네 요바당 낭베 우치 찍당 표민 진짜버시 임베 원에 마임버 로미 데둘 투구르당 린탕라 시구르 난겐시 임베 차네 대다르 공바 시신 람드ön 난시 유 출루라 마덴바시 제된 나왔니 잠린 들미 동규르 계주 나네 동규르 주라 삼라 최대 매바당 추케 랭켄 남장 추루 민다베 제순 죽신 추루 제르바양 추규 더미나소 요라 추 최대 매켄 소양 미임바당 대와 듀징 동해 민두베 제외 유인 코란소 게르수수응원의 신앙 되기 되와 임베 림베 대단 로미 칠카베 탑시 가리유 세나 조 잠제유나 셈난 되기 강 시대 영화 튜낭도 루뷰 제 송구유 로미 랭게기 삼르 캐소다 초와 시샤데 미 시제린당당 연대남 야르게당 공배도 동월 구자 동체 공부 강의기 송좀 야타게와 제진 실로 주동구제 구주공안로 잠제 뉴톱 the power of compassion 당 실로 주동구제 구주고예로 디기기 땡주 삼 디기 최외 탑람 the art of happiness 실로 니돈 찍로 동로사베 상주 ethics for the new millennium 실로 니돈 중이로 추루기 참내 대베 치맹기 상주 beyond religion ethics for a whole world so 작som 젬베 나와 퀸기 도란체부 제신유 다다 제신마당 중규르기 미럽남라 체버규르베 제두네 제설 제투르 로심베 우주기 바르게당 안초다 콘조 바르다기 탑주기 까카남라 동렌체 케르강와당 랑수 투베 동베 덴주 뚜르기 뚜르블 갸덴 주웨 펜주 삼시의 고향당 겐코르 군라 잠시된베 미지게당기 신윤당 강행기 중자 나당 예 셰베 챙진기 삼로 뽕탑기 공식 야체를 제징 잠시의 시럽 송두제베 신윤 쬐당식 댕랍 롭수 람루코 주게 냉구 제바신 다대처 계급 갸다 숨줄하나 무수 락다르 제심바당 계지 랑신기 조랭 양 로다르 속신 여징 높초기 유리망보 공부초가 랍신기 공시들 kursu chunle dabar sengda da chakir chachewa sumjakor büshe chungyu gombocho gegap tuksul hatsam shigi nang teng sumga masim samshik chobep nangde gegap susu chepsi dan chulu khagi uti ngapya masim samshi la jeme da mangso la kalop nyenda chengi chula lomyen khang chuda chuk samshi do shapsor kuede gombucho ge jenggen shi sunbe 고향 계지의 공 shegon nam geber sunle jebe kendengi keu saya tongmar langdorki lomi cheyu jelor kashagi 공면시 gombucho ge chilutar 공장 급줄패배 고든 로컬 리부 숭지 슈주 주된 케와신各种 레군 各种당 레군 카기 투밀레 주베 고된 고주 초중내 지용 제두당 튕교라 겐쿨 랭규당 갸베 독숨낭 의 레군 소수 꾸주오 균덴다 균덴마임베 고든 제림 고리 자규당 치리 레군기 꾸주오 치게 꾸접 된적한 소수 캡공 계급 카나 고리 소중 수주기 개용당 소과 소수 내림 처리 락다르 자규 대신 산의 소수 고든 제골 튜몬도 꾸주르에 롱년당 의중 롱년 구바르소 뎀된기 교제 파블렌당 산의 소설 제림 지베기 내주 군주 슈사여베 자지시 급드 용다 슈샤리 다왕음에낭 아리 저조 공원이네 벽에 간용 셋업기 팀이 땜뵙 나와신 시든 소관이기 투민 듀네 주베 저조 기체도 구접 소중시 저조 공매 친대 레든 소중기 초조 마이클 맥콜 초기 네티베 슈가르도 제법기 konsekyamgun chumbu chola timi gi ngoshu bulam shu yoba mase sugla khangdo pyomin dikzu gi pepsun nenen zegor chozo timi nambe pödön gyabgyor gi sungshe yigul teba nang yojing kapter ari chozo gi chozo suba chamgu Nancy Pelosi choki konse Dalai Lama choki sheja yönden tang sugyun cham ningje 당장 기 남셰단 레웨 렉셰 domshin yojing 콩 구슬 릉부르 슈주마세 콩그 제제 남 깨바 마동 파도 냉에 레제 송유 단 내든 디단 데베터네 망소 나로리아 아리 신진기 팀자르디 첸다 가주 끄고 유다 매기 내수디 참로 도난나는 슈여레 아니 커지 토말 나 딜리니 얀 조베 갑라 남도 탄갈리아 아니 계제 집에 갑라 저전에 신진 리군라 파퓨에 디코데 예 쉐디 제샤 아니 거진진의 두 개체 중이 님인데 저조 오면 나로리아 저조 공매기 직시의 튠베기 아니 저조의 심벌이 다티네 단대네 갑라 저조 공매기 속소 카말라 해리스 초당 저조 오매기 속소 마이크 존슨 얘기 아니 팀자 디니니라 천다 꾸규디 단달하듯이 가서 레데 망고 쇼지 젠체니 디 텐다 꾸 주버당 아니 포장카부 화이트하우스야 두그레 아니 디 텐다 경그레 나머지 두접 난고 말에 뒤죽이 개발돼서 용거를 신슈에 벽에 간용 셋업기 팀이 디낭 다디 팀이 디낭로 개체부 가르치하고 유매된 인도주 슈 벽에 바르기 중요대 다동 탁주 매배 탁주 중 매배 내든지 임바당 벽이 팀는 내법대 계지 팀톤에 다동아 땡케 차대 임바 아리 슝제 시주수 땜법 제요라 벽밀 라와 랑타 랑주기 톱당 요버 원렌당 야슝기 벽이 루규 내법라 격시 함준 럭심버 남 가자 남도 자객이 테르드 벽에 되면 곤주 고베 꾸데 나 요바체 벽미 된된 탑절라 나르 마자베 갑죠 카세 나완디 벽미 남기 라완기 고네 소소초다 리슌 게 유수 검시 랑중 코류제 제냐르 다경 차규 셈 갑된 요메버시 준 여진 가샤기 라완만주 유륜 셴라 팀이 디단 제튠기 시주 덴베 낭타 배전 수준인베 랑리당 배든 갑교로바 강난 수슈 탐제기 체류냠대 용외 너구 수신유 딜러 아리 망조쿠데 탭사카네 전주 표미 망조 락렌라 댕조 난데 망조 시슈 생다 대신 신경기 민도도 제바탕 공사장군 정부 초기 전주도 조마 타반네 송 전주 표미 지조디 망조 럼루토 내지당 꾸데 나외 제제라 문지 슈바시당 미럽 gem바스 학삼 수매기 냠네 락다르나와 최동 제버시 임바 걸마차 녀람기 춘 텐슈 페모체 마지 도감 담에 공당 갸다 추랄하 슈규 세메 롱기 땜바시 셰시 까진도 채웠다르 구제테 수마마나 니기 쯔 류단 지만조 신 동조 수신 두다 루신베 까쇼 경외 하조 남당 야가르 우세 슝당 dungyep ngogo mebar tedam yome kasung chiur lembe kenden keo tadala leksu ngakju tan tushe shugida hakdönti tengdir shabu menju lamlong chunde kugam dange delanga yonshibar gombuchogi tukdobla gosum kujatan HSS mengangi dedo namdan pyo chinanine shungden dale zo nejung chege chembu kanungdu pebe rimdokha 베룹 슈겐체버 닝 타반네 투시에 슈유 당아주디 담셰디 지사베 제라 계속 캐니모 딱 계속 캐니 니마 다과르 신간주 대화 슈디고 열에 진홍 건설 장고 총무처 구수 최시에 거대 아니 계속 니만이 증이 중요해야 꾸이 라멤바 도르스덴라다 아니 암지 담디라 니기 응원에 아니 세시지 나 요리 대가난 신체니 HSS 맹강기 암진군의 세시지 나 요리 아니 가진 샥주디 투주 통동치 나로라 추주지디 차가 거리요 말이 디나로리아 주바탕 아니 샥주 주베제라 니마 칭니지 내가 수단지 마이네 텔리아 구수 나로라 자라 사바지 주유베 손장 아니 년가다데 도수 연구요래 니마 니식 년가 조면체 이네 니마 당문에 여름체 샤곰 주야기 운주 난 주샤 맹강기 차로 쉬제 아니 단대 주저리 바이네 다 단단 년가당 되게 상만만 좀네 아니 단다 공에 니마 같이 직 뉴욕 수야당 안 디젤이야 단단 남시 때 상사 코리오 때 시야가 유사당 쿠스마치리아 아니 공에 수야가 집중나야데 단다 자음체 추 칠고로 나야 그 두주디 단다 가야 땡크해요 말에 아리나를 임바이네 제자르디게디 진홍 권사장무 주무초 꾸이 최시리아 시기시기 제제 제유 레공 상만날레 대가난 쉬샤유에 다니 야름제 추치뷰나야디 꾸이 최시랑게 체도 임바다 아니 야름체기 구감 단기 구수 쇠기 아니 가조 레규 슝에다 아니 샤바기 제가 슝에드네 여바이나 아니 까티두 간데보랑 그 통진 넘버 2 진홍 권사장무 주무초로 공고 슈기 제제 두주 디기 용을 시니 디 슈구유 아니 시경원에 진홍 권사장무 주무초 단다 구수 맨주 남배 손장 표미직족이 진용 그 삽슈니 아니 제 접제 권다 파자라이 전에 님은 진신하는 겨울음체 제가 쉬제 아니 겨울음체 제자 답답균체 안가조 페이지 슈구디게디 차단지 슈구 인신 쉬어이 아니 디네 림베 양가조 칼레 패고야다 반대 초도 패고야 되는데 영습을 안전 사물로 반디체 연구를 신 쉬어이 공부초 가다 디나 신지다 당긴가조 디 슈서면 사물로 그 단대 투매 가서 샤빔 주베야다 디게디 회매 체제 별 낭로를 임바이네 다른 남주 망부 쉬우시된샤 아리 조조 대패디네 다른 신 겨울음치 구수면주 나야 되조콜이야 별 낭로를 영에 표면적이 남주 쉬우시다 된샤 다가랑기 아니 간조 별 실로를 영에 수기 염루구 톤의 넘버로 치면은 아주 가리네 룹투야기 레와 요바디 통투야시리에 상무도 다된데 다자 남지 따웨미당 코베닝 따보 강이 냠샤 남켰다부 동반이는 지주다는 냠바 조뉴강 졸라 제수사베 장주선배 제토 유매 제신 응알하 뒤다도 경식이 고지샤베 개개된지 투기 시공 다다 경면 흥기 룹데 호란 첨부 보달레 세기 티방 톰보로 샵소르 데크기 추기 콜로 유미셔도 거르와다 벼미 시제 냠존지 니마 교는 뉴도 샤와다 벼든 된다 뉴도 세와 양배 사진 딩이 랑도르제베 셰럽기 나웨 세신 샴페인 참제 팁시 나 number 초군 캬베 면두인치 가샤키 I'm sorry, I'll take a little more time because this is only one speech that we speak both in Tibetan and English. So for the international audience, we need to say this in English as well. On this auspicious day, to celebrate the 89th birthday of the Supreme Leader of the Tibetan people, His Holiness the Great 14th Dalai Lama, the Kashak, on behalf of all the Tibetans inside and outside, would like to pay our obeisance to His Holiness the Dalai Lama. We also extend our heartiest greetings to our chief guest, Prem Kumar Tamangji. He is also known as Goleji to friends. If you ask who is the Sikkim Chief Minister, they would say Goleji. So I had the occasion to meet him in his office for a breakfast meeting 2 years ago when I visited Gangdok, and we discussed about the problems that Tibetans in Rawala has been facing. And you have given assurance that you will support them on road construction, water and electricity, 3 of the issues that we raised with you, and I'm hoping that this will get through. And I also want to thank you for bringing a 42 students delegation from Sikkim, all funded by you, and also the 6 non-governmental organizations accompanying this group. I also told in Tibetan that I acknowledge your gratitude, our gratitude to you for supporting the 6 Tibetan non-governmental organizations to have their offices there and some shops and other facilities which you have very graciously extended. And that will, I think, make the efficiency of the Tibetan non-governmental organizations in Sikkim more than what they have been. And Your Excellency, we want to congratulate you for the landslide victory that you had. I think not many people expected that you would win with such a majority. And this is, I think, unprecedented in Sikkim elections. Almost 100%, except for one member of parliament. So also we want to acknowledge the fact that you have been able to receive His Holiness the Dalai Lama in Gangtok last year and had his blessing. So thank you very much. Remember, on the 25th of April this month, Deep Sejong Rinpoche was here to be part of the Pension Rinpoche's 35th birth anniversary. And at that time, I requested Rinpoche to convey to Your Excellency about your attendance here, and you very immediately accepted this invitation, and today you are here. I want to thank you for your presence. And to the Honorable Speaker, who is part of the entourage of Chief Minister Goleji here, I'm meeting the Honorable Speaker for the first time, but it's really an honor, and all the three ministers who are present here, and members of His Excellency's entourage who have accompanied here. And I also want to acknowledge Tapir Gauji, who is the Honorable Lok Sabha member from East Arunachal Pradesh. And he represents, within his constituency, we have Tuting, we have Tezu, we have Meo Tibetan settlements. And he has been very kind to look after their welfare. And I also want to thank Honorable Chief Minister Pema Khandu for his consistent support for Tibet, and of his victory also in the local elections and also in the Lok Sabha elections. And then I also want to acknowledge the presence of Pudila Karpuche here, who is a Tibetan, we all know, and she's one among the very few, I would say, or maybe only the only one who is elected in a state parliament, the Ontario State Parliament. This is her second term, and she is right now one of the vice president of the Ontario State Parliament. I had the occasion to visit her office and also meet with some ministers in the Ontario State Parliament last year, and she was gracious enough to arrange all these meetings with all the important people in the State Parliament, and she had worked very, very hard to declare July every year as the Tibetan Heritage Month in the state of Ontario. And that is not a small task. It involves a lot of work. I'm sure she'll speak a little bit about this, but having a Tibetan in that kind of position is always an inspiration for a lot of other people. And I also want to acknowledge Namgye Kangshun Hala's presence here. He is the mayor of Otville, Sisam. Oh, it's very difficult to pronounce the Swiss names, but he is a mayor there, and one of his very close friends, who's also in the Zurich Council, Mario Fair. I know him since 2004, and he has been a very staunch supporter of Tibet. Please welcome Namgye Kangshun Hala also. I just want to mention for the fact that we have about 100 international students from 13 different countries from all over the world who have come to attend this International Youth Forum, leadership workshop. And one of our objectives is we have created this platform called Voluntary Tibet Advocacy Group, because we have the challenges of dispersing Tibetan community in India, but at the same time, we have the advantage of having Tibetans in more than 25 different countries, and many of them young people who have become citizens there, who understand the system, the language. So who better can be an advocate for Tibetan than Tibetans themselves? So this is what we have been trying to create over the last 2 years. And last year we had the first International Youth Forum. This is the second one. And they are today being invited as guests here. I'm sorry there's no chair for every one of you. But I think it's very important that your presence here signifies, alongside 31 students from NDI's workshop and some 10 students from Tibetan Institute of Performing Arts. Every summer, Tibetans also come here to learn this. And all the students from Sikkim, Council, All the students from Sikkim, a very warm welcome to Dharamsala. So on this momentous occasion, as we rejoice in myriad ways around the world to celebrate His Holiness the Dalai Lama's birthday, every single one of us has to remind ourselves that it's time to be positively compassionate. In solemn gratitude to His Holiness the Dalai Lama's relentless effort in creating a compassionate global community. In accordance with the Tibetan calendar, this year marks the 90th birthday of His Holiness the Dalai Lama. As per modern calendar, His Holiness will turn 90 on 6 July 2025. Beginning July 2025, the Kashak will commence a diverse series of year-long events celebrating this milestone as the Year of Compassion internationally. As a precursor to this significant event, the Kashak will briefly introduce the 4 principal lifelong commitments of His Holiness the Dalai Lama in 4 separate official events throughout this year or next year, throughout this year and next year, including today's occasion, as a gentle reminder to followers and friends that the best way to please your Lama is to put into practice their words of advice. His Holiness' first lifelong commitment is to promote the happiness of all humanity based on the concept of oneness of humanity. Here is how His Holiness have, over the years, proceeded to espouse in slightly different approaches the spirit of altruism, universal responsibility, advancement of human values, and secular ethics. During His Holiness' first visit to European countries in 1973, His Holiness emphasized the practice of altruism, a state of mind that abandons petty self-gain and realizes a sense of commitment to others' well-being when we met with an opportunity to help others. So this concept eventually evolved into what is now known as universal responsibility. In the 1990s, His Holiness began to give brief discourses on the concept of secular ethics. On May 10, 1999, His Holiness addressed on ethics for the new millennium at the Royal Albert Hall in London. His Holiness spoke of promoting human values as a responsibility of being a human being himself. The address did not specify whether it should be based on secular or religious ethics. However, in Varanasi in the year 2000, His Holiness publicly mooted the concept of secular ethics, not dependent on any particular religion. The concept of the oneness of humanity is based on the nature of interdependence that affects one another. His Holiness advises against discriminations based on country, national origin, race, language, color, ideology, culture, class, religion, or any other. He stresses and elaborates on the undeniable fact that individuals and societies as a whole are interdependent, among all others, in commerce and finance, politics and military, transportation and the environment. As long as we long for physically healthy, mentally happy, and long life free from illness, we should hold dear compassion, loving kindness, patience, contentment, and ethical conduct. When confronted with varied challenges, one must avoid the notion of being the only victim under a sense of despair, thereby losing one's capacity to face the challenge. Rather, one should be positively attuned to resolve obstacles and stages through cooperative effort. His Holiness believes that thinking long-term rather than short-term, prioritizing others before self, and working for the common good rather than individual interests are unavoidable responsibilities of humankind. His Holiness does not say this because of his title, or because he is a Buddhist leader, or as a free spokesperson of the Tibetan people, but rather as someone who is deeply committed to human well-being and respecting human values. His Holiness keeps emphasizing the importance of secular ethics. All the 8 billion human beings in this world aspire for happiness and abhor suffering. 1/8 of us are non-believers, and believers not only follow different religions but also different traditions within those religions. His Holiness talks about the means for gradually extending the need for individual happiness to humanity as a whole is based on the presence of compassion that could bring true happiness and peace. Based on innate human attitudes and feelings, His Holiness wrote hundreds of books to encourage the development and enhancement of basic human values and qualities. The Power of Compassion in 1995, The Art of Happiness in 1998, Ethics for the New Millennium in 2001, and Beyond Religion, Ethics for a New Whole World generated deep interest worldwide. To confront the present and growing degenerative future challenges of the gap between rich and poor and of we and they, His Holiness widely talks about the need to understand the interdependent nature of our existence for more openness and responsibility towards each other, and the need for education based on compassionate living. His Holiness also stresses the need to eliminate the main cause of our suffering, the concept of I and mine, that brings about unyielding thoughts. His persistence in including compassion and wisdom as part of holistic modern education has resulted in such practices in more than 130 countries to date, over and above convening annual international discussions on it. To symbolize their respect for His Holiness' invaluable thoughts, many Western nations have honored him with about 300 prestigious awards and honorary doctorates. His Holiness has visited more than 60 countries, nearly 300 times, and met with almost 500 political and religious figures. His public talks and visits to about 60 universities had helped open the minds of millions through the messages based on his 4 commitments and other invaluable insights. Next year, as mentioned above, the Kashak has decided to celebrate, as per the Western calendar, the 90th birthday of His Holiness the Great 14th Dalai Lama, formally and internationally throughout the year. The 90th birth celebration organizing committee, headed by the Cabinet Secretary, will comprise civil servants of the 3 pillars of democracy and the major departments. This committee will be responsible for overall coordination and support in India, Nepal, and Bhutan. Each of the departments will be responsible for streamlining regular and special 90th anniversary events under their jurisdiction. Under DIIR, the Department of Information and International Relations, each of the offices of Tibet will form organizing committees in each nation under their jurisdiction to develop and execute events at national and international levels. At an appropriate time, we shall announce a dedicated online portal for downloading materials that can be accessed by everyone. This includes films, documentaries, exhibitions, and more, and also for uploading conducted events. Last month, after passing the Resolve Tibet Act in both the houses of the US Congress, a 7-member high-level bipartisan US congressional delegation led by the chair of House Foreign Affairs Committee, Congressman Michael McCall, purposely visited Dharamsala and presented a framed copy of the legislation to His Holiness, the Dalai Lama. Speeches of the delegates in support at the event organized by the Central Tibetan Administration in their honor have moved many hearts. At this occasion, Speaker Emerita Nancy Pelosi pronounced, His Holiness the Dalai Lama, with his message of knowledge, tradition, compassion, purity of soul, and love, he will live forever. The legislation aimed at resolving the Sino-Tibet dispute recognizes the Sino-Tibet dispute as unresolved and that the legal status of Tibet is yet to be settled under the international law in the official policy of the US government. It acknowledges the Tibetan people's right to self-determination, points out the distorted narrative of Tibetan history by the Chinese government, and urges negotiations. In all, the unprecedented support for the Tibetan people's struggle for justice has lent solid backing to the will of the Tibetan people and to one day freely preserve and protect our religion and culture, language, way of life, and environment. The Kashak will strive to work towards similar policy adoption in other free democratic nations as well. Therefore, we urge every Tibetan and Tibet supporter everywhere in the world to join in this common effort. This year, in recognition of the exiled Tibetans' practice of democracy, the US-based National Endowment for Democracy conferred the Democracy Service Medal in the name of Sikyong of the Central Tibetan Administration. This is a definite recognition of His Holiness the Dalai Lama's visionary leadership and encouragement in steering the Tibetan community towards democracy no sooner after coming into exile, and in honor of the unstinted dedication of the previous generation of Tibetans who put it into practice. At most of the long life prayer offerings to His Holiness the Dalai Lama, including the most recent one, as per divination by Machik Pandelhamo, the state protecting deity, His Holiness has committed to live beyond 110 years. I wish to express our appreciation and gratitude to the protecting deities who are safeguarding His Holiness, the government, and the people of India, the United States, and others, and innumerable individuals for their steadfast support. Particularly at this point of time, when His Holiness is recovering from a successful knee surgery, we want to thank HSS, the Hospital for Special Surgery team, and every Tibetan inside and outside, including non-Tibetans, for their prayers under the guidance of Nechung Choge Chemo, the other state protecting deity. To conclude, Your Holiness, you are the eyes of our view and the heart of our being. Although Your Holiness could rest on the equipoise of emptiness like space, yet you choose to serve all living beings in this illusory world. May Your Holiness live long. May all your wishes be fulfilled, devoid of obstacles. May Your Holiness return to the Potala Palace and continue to turn the wheel of Dharma. May the truth of our cause prevail, and may there soon be the union of Tibetans inside and outside Tibet. May this vast world be illuminated by the light of wisdom that distinguishes what to adopt and what to abandon, and may all directions be filled with the soothing shade of compassion. Thank you.
May I request Honorable Speaker to deliver the Tibetan Parliament in Exile statement.
Jiden Hede Teben Consum Chuji Jabo Pemeo Jilana Mebeote Shino Constitution Jumuchola Gosum Kisha Wandu Pivitone Dere Shino Constitution Jumucho Shilugi Godon Judge Chagula Pebe Koyin Tungar Zagito Pebe Pemi Dinzu Jinzato Lezur Nambatan Anitere Dranjito Dejon Adi Shop Lenche Kushop Prince in Tamu Cho Nemise Kunde Jagar Shonhia Nade Anachane Yimbe Jagra U Jozo Womi Timi Kushop Tabi Gawoncho Dejon Adi Jozo Jitozo Kushop Mima Norbo Shabancho Canada Entero Nadi Sane Jozo Soye Poti Karbaji Cho, Dejo Ngadi Lenchen Kusho Bin and Subancho, Dejo Ngadi Lenchen Kusho Puran Kumara Guruncho, Dejo Ngadi Lenchen Kusho Pinzo Namjal Lepchancho, Dejo Ngadi Tozo Timi Kusho around Tenzin Lepchancho, Dejo Ngadi Tozo Timi Kusho Sanjet Karancho, Sis Otiro MC Tondi Shijopa Kongenso Namjal Cho, Nijayo Kundran Kata, Nagin Hotu number, Memo number Tela, Pemo Sindel Hanzoki, Chop Shide, Gassian Coing or the Tom de Tashi de Les Shuya. Harji Siki Toje, Saturn Jadan Yonzo Jangada, Kacho Tendo Yonjangasho Punya Tunda Manjiba. Konjo Shendo Kunji Meto Kola Popi Lakal Panjo Shana Pemi Namchil Donzen Unin Zimba Komso Chuji Jabo Doa Yonji Mandibin Zashi Chambo Jiti Shidete Pembo Yonji Lana Manchibi Uti Tang London Lamdemba Konsalami Namde Shongen Jayon Botamjin Chenji Ziba Chambo Jawan Kunje Chuji Bancho Gabado Tenji Leton Tengem Hena Jetin Jambar Ngawon Lozon Ike Tenzi Janso Sisu Onjo Tsumba Mibi Depar Zombocho Pe himba dawa ngabi tse nga dang shilo tidong goja sunju songa dawa dimbi tse zhuni dome kumbum ta tsiri tu yop cheshon tsiri dong yum deshi tsiri namni jise so ngonchar me tu shon yu te doma do te te kot tam taja shilu gondong jaju jagu la pepe trahi zondenji nemo ndere zamni shendo kundo yonge pe shino nisu nepe peri pinda yongji tsop hiyute gosung mishe tepe trahi dele samri hijoyin Tamche Pema Karbin Dole, Pancho Sherenzi on Shuki, when Shonju Sembe Shaba Shebetse, Sonje Tongi Shangara. Yen Deson Sonje Kongi, Chang, Hyopji Majabin Ne, Takop Kawa Tinji Jakomna Yebi, Senten Dirkawa Denam, Tarba Shonjuji, Nolan Keba Georgi, Tankop Deon, Dagin Diri Hindu Georgi, Dan Dressing Lasso, Senten Teda Tongi, Pamatabu Georgi, Doa Dovi Tepentabu Churchi, Memba Sevi Demetabu Churchi Lasso, Melam Jarchin Zenotar, Pei Conje Jondi, Mr. Jevin Durgin to Zine, Teo Shonju Sembe number road, the Tomar main Doa Pelnoatan, Tenel Hatotor Nintendo, Rimbe Chejal Meven Namso Soje, number Rolve, Tombi Chusote Noado, Jarden Yonsu Zoba Tarjesun Z, Tene Tomjen Chamba Shana Pemo, Gundi Trumba Nezonde, Jai on Bokuin Chewa so much over Shembe Gone, Tembe Tembala, Temba Nimba Shembatabe, Tendro Sheton, Chapara Pecontin, Jonji, Tendron Yola, Country, Somjel Devashon. Jawon Kunde Chukiba Chambo Cho, Gondon Nila Pekop, Jawon Komi Tushe Nindi, Lali Kaluji, Yontin Tirato, Nunzin Town, Shilo Titon Gojasunjo Sogolor, Peji Jazal Hazard Dendehi, Pet Jandu Dawaton Betsetu Town. Shilo Tidong Goja Yijun, Dawa Nimbi Tsinigu Tanini, Junzi Nimbi Yarmekon, Podon Podali, Mingi Donge Tebi, Sergin Tumbon Tembo, Narsote, Trahibi, Paden Shojuru Yohi, Senson Lomir Nohi, Timodon, Timon Maimbi, Yunun Tadala, Senson Lonian Tassente, Dansan Chembo Sundon, Chonji Melam Chemo Jeso, Dracoro Tom Yedon Delen, Gehel Haron Bin Tene Yeden, Kondian Keba Kenji, Tujen de Juru. Shilo Tidong Goja Yitu Hegolor, Pe Hersho Sansamne, Jamarji Tenjo Punju Shango Tude, Peji Chopsi Netan, Numze Marmi Moti to Jurde, Konjon Chisi Chinenje Kalo, Memba Jurvi Ninto, Gambo Kon Nile, Yen Sula Manchipa, Wensel to Jurva Na, Pejon Lame Yonje, Madre Somba Tintinje, Soa Putus Toba Yin, Copter Godon Judule Masen Chang, Jang Koma Narinjin Japan Toshonki, Tushe Tamja Zembe, Shilo Tidong Gojangajun, Dawa Jujibi Tse Judin, Pechatali, Dawa Jubi Tse Judini, Pendi Zawa, Chusi Luni Jangao Dagri Yenon Z, Peji Kanyo set up Jama Rola, Meti Mertugin, Delo Nomiso, Longo Goiri, Peminam Mese Tajule Shotom Z, Venjo Jana Yungi Mi Ngembe, Koyoso, Somiji Bito. Javi Kusher Dovi, Nji Timara Tomba Tela 10, Shilo Tidong Gojangaju Nago, Dawa Sumbi Tse Juni, Pembon Namji Mandre Somba Tintinji, Jamarji Nejidon, 자위 꾸셔는 년가 조위 요주 견지 샤실라 롱 갤롱지 랭게 빼게숑 대제 내동 첸 자다도 저도 실로 띠동고 장가중 가고 나왔음비 체주딘 년전 체모로 공산초 베지 자살 하산 놀리 포도네 자가라 파비에도 젠조도 마베 토메숑 젠조도 조르지 배 용긴 갱쿠르 노쇼 꿰디당 배 초승 철루도 제바 도자 찌디르고 네톱 제지 모질론도 전론 제바당 배 미리지 ngo도 배지 체동 리용 케이소 민영 콤펠도 냠바 소지 용도당 배지 데덴 톱지 찌지 레 제반 틸레 손지 메초바 샹히 땡기 차르 자카르도 자시 노도 배지 체도 리용라 체당당 대기 배덴 뎀빈 톱지지 갈치 네덴 텔라 접쇼도 nen지 톱 임바 제네 장어 통진 천지 제바체모 초기 투진 년도돈 제반 틸렌지 까딘 야티라 떼네 쇼와 예히 뱀미 쇼조위 진둔 딩이정 쇼조위 메리 옌지 네보도 멘다와라 체제 뎀비 시토 줄어요 장어 군대 쪼규가 첨본 초네 신호기 리빈네 타달란 첨바 제히 대긴 체리 제라 토노 첨본 노데 점리노 체구 끈지 꼬르와당 콩긴 젠틸라 예메 첨보 효게예 최소네 대된 몸타 모프로 온로 티송 자치는 나히 하버도 실로 찌던 거 장가주 나이네 존 다바라 띵코 온체 텐송조 소기 짠논 제지 민생 뒤도도 돈이 니지 니보텐지 쇼주지 센투 냠소 예비고네 자텐 시동 샤다도 페지 노텐지 젠주반남 노 펜지 담지 오주 찐딘 제바zan도 마제 점리 남그 칠루 펜진 틴들 용도소 공안 제메지 토네 사쇼 공사 치준 전에 깔로 런데 논데서 넘바 마임비 틸루 옌카기 라틴 넘비 젠동도 제배장 메기 침비 고네 가송 돈에 효도 효기여 대기 시행을 합소 해비 사변 통만을 신호 공사 정근 첨부 초기 떠놓은 되지 되는 건보 초기 자가진 나위 생감 리바돈 틸루라 마템비 존시 제 대기 행의 로로도 냠르지 자가노 샤소 노데 샴제 뎀빈 잠니히 조티 용톰 제바이 자가르테 자시 땡게 호카 모비노 세헤 홉소테 홉기 라트라 셰게예 디자노 nomba 인루 메로 최대 연계 인루 메로 샴제 컨트롤 톤토당 노 센지 신데 진지 자와 자가르 진나위 리용 때다 라트라 콤베 용톱당 니데도 샤바 체와 메제 로아 메노 찌주르딘 도힌 진조 감보 고닌 초게 뒤도 넘바근도 냠레 셰게베 칼로 숭게 디제 페미 마제 잠레긴 코리 시다 하덴도 베진 코리 송쇼 소제 톨라오 토고로 체겐 제기여 베질라나 메베 오티 신원권자 성근 전문 초라 잠리노 체 년다 체베 노벨 히디 제다돈 아리 제조지 세지 제다 인지 존 템플턴 젠다 조 주르베 실로 띠동 고장 나중 나딘네 존 다바라 아리도 유럽 자카르체 에히야 자코 모베 체테 젠다당 호벤 쳔비 샤제레 메세르 체테 라체레 돈체 데미소 잔타 숨가완 비겐 데예 자시테 치 그고르토 가메 효예체 우티 띠라 년제 효임바라송 배바동 넘바동도 마제 점니 신로 근제 자지 신으로 해차여 냐자르 gembo konin cho ari shopi menje nora peki shopi menje che letu shonara roncha no hacho gatoro chambo shon maze titre rime gende kadon pe yejenye himalaya riji chulu yenke ji shawrin dukhi neye mena mobe koyin chege zonki konur dedon yon mendi hinawadon ari neuyo do tenye shepe mengon hospital for special surgery ji member do makeup kochara shosho number che de chomara teri kokom digit tuje che hyo yin gamboncho padel nami loyi gono jado chunori yoji hyaye kazon topji 장원 초기 조기 증거를 힘보 손제 차바 메지 ngoron 초기 요아 메비 까디네 동소 세지 건데 까제 도마라 표현 차동요 야와 미니히 데린 점니 유도 콘서트 네베 베미 용지 가데 트로스고 고인 총가라 소투 효연 남네 gambo 초기 근점 젠진 남지 까진 제수 댄히 London Japan kontu kitu ji nyamle hyuji tamja shane hyuju tang daja pembon yonji jarwi gongye tong kalo London gi nito shete nipa nyambun ji kidiringo peji chedo region kei peden dembi topze jila nipa gongye dento hyuge delo pelu tana shino koda shongen chemboncho godon gujur peji yabatang shilu godon jaju chagu jelor keji yatop Shilu Gulo Gutu Delor Kejato, Kotere Pemi Jinzu Nune, Consancho Kadi Jedendon, Tuji Chihi, Che, Kotenjin Zago Jeba Hidan, Tenyu Tambiri Hujo, Lochi Shibu Koten Sunti Huji Chagi Yabatar, Togir Ka Yonechon Kadi Jede Husre, Kotenkop Letter Cheta Nazuki Petuna, Java Jebin Chetindun Giorgio Son, Tede Hujo Gibin Begir Hujo Yin. Peno, Pemitor Jayung Yeme Katitan, Tane, Donde, Zinzo Kashirton, Tonderjin Timke Majipa, Chenju, Penogan Roami, Topdona, Doroton, Pemiri Tameton, Suji Munti, Latra Shaking Bachela, Jashino, Shengeto, Tenden Shaggy. Yajarshilo Neton Yagitagin, Dawa to be set Jobjini, Ari Turzo, Omi Shisi, Leden Tojung, Tozodan, Shindin Tobi Timi Kuhop, Michael McCall Chuk. Utibe aru trezo je chozo surba kyangko nesi pelos in chodan trezo omi shisi leden chojong ke mozo choben goti kuhyop gerigor mig choso kuzon chojong ki dasa yogar do chebe nonko pemi jinzu don pemi mosindin lenzu trezo zo zekor do pepara gasin chamri don nele subject hi chete chogunye maru shinoko da shongen chambon choki zinchun jaga hyubadan ari trezo je tembe noye peji kanyo setup jin ti Shembin Yase Hinoye, Teje Tejen Chele Tula Kondo Pemu Dindu Jingwane, Kutop Sojula Chete Gasu Husre, Human Sondom Jenzego, Subject Koti Hinoye, Kutop Sojung and Tominon Suhi John Nonde, Pejin Nedento, Hason Yo maybe Joshua Huche Noa De, Jana Yola, Pejit Topseto, Pemi Tibu Maimbi, Dalen Sarbo Hidan, Pejin Topsela Shenhudo, Rewa Jimba Maze, Pemitor Revi Senku John Peggy Teringi Kokon Digi Hayo Ari Jozo Timi Nambatan, Dayan Tomala Ni Tabane, Toja Chekundation. Tegi Peggy Dembin Topse Dan Kei Region Social Kela Kadin Chewa, Jagara Yumo Nidan, Ari Europe Jacoka Pedela Nuhu Jisum Joshua Nonkenje. Jasi Seyun Kado, Jozo Jela, Toja Chehujoin. Tade Jaden Yondo Jingada, Shinoko the Shongan, Jao Tongjin Chenji Zibachemon Choki, who is Son Sumla, who Gagin, Tema, Chatami Tsotonyo, Maye Para, Domni Shendo Shidon, Gusu Kawa Konjema Namjin, Deshi Niji, Shongwendo, Kote Hyope, Kajar Tembe, so Pursus Dejutan, 2 year Linjin Ruji, Pede Denda Nudose, Mendi Hujoje. Pemi Mosindil Lando Shilo Nidon Nigutagi, Dot Dimbetse Tula, Tuchena.
Turichena Pendent Chogsho, Tene Swiss Oit Willamsi, Chonde, Chikapa, Kangshen San, Namgel and Sungshenanku. May I invite Namgel Kangshen San, Mayor Oit Willamsi, to deliver his remarks.
Pendant 대화 많이 정원에 제네시와 인지자전 샤베시데 바도 땡큐 쇼 드림 그 중가 제고라 페베 군주 지디 족조 지디 족션다 지디 넘버 페미 기 딕조기 공의 시기온다 강련 넘버 Dear Chief Minister of Sikkim, Honorable Prem Singh Tamang, Canada ne peve putila karpoche, Kande podan lejegi namba, Shungshap dan rari punda, Changma, Hube, Sus sane etvilamse, Chigap genze, Mingtoni, Samdi, Tashi delishuye. Gonsa chogi, longo, tukchu rengaring kungle kyone phemigi dikzu sikyon dang shungshap changma gyapkyo nambe gadin la teni thingsang ari neju yakodela tucheche shuyin Gonsa Cho Kutse Tembadang Happy birthday, Your Holiness. Herzliche Gratulation, Eure Heiligkeit. Alles Gute zum Geburtstag. Und Pödjalo. Tashidelek, everyone, dear Gu Chungar guests, esteemed President of the Tibetan Parliament in exile, dear Vice President and members of the Parliament, Honorable Kunga Sikyon and respected ministers, dear Chief Minister of Sikkim, Honorable Prem Singh Tamang, dear Pujila Karpache from Canada, dear staff of the Ganden Potan Office, dear staff of the Central Tibetan Administration, and last but certainly not least, dear guests and fellow Tibetans. As the mayor of Tibettv in the canton of Zurich in Switzerland, I greet all of you on behalf of Tibettv. Tashi Dele. His Holiness has been working tirelessly for 65 years for the Tibetan cause, for us, the Tibetans, actually for humanity on this planet. Thanks to the remarkable work of Kunga Sikyon and our Central Tibetan Administration, much has been achieved. This includes the highly positive developments in the US. For this, I thank all those who are working so hard for the cause of Tibet, our cause. I wish you a lovely Chunga. I wish His Holiness a very, very long life. I wish him a happy birthday and Pödjalo. Thank you.
Thank you. Tuji Shena Namgela. In Canada, Ontario, ngade sane zo gi chokshin Pudi la Garbuche shone sungshe nangyu. I would like to invite Pudi la Garbuche to deliver her speech.
Kongsa Choki Tungar La Tangmatashi Tele Talo Kundu Tunga Dharamsala La Nga Sungsi Shua Shue Rawadi Pe Kewa Sangbo Chung Tela Ngatsu Peme Diksu Ta Mima Nyamdo Sungse Shue Di Teng Tangbo Yi Ani Mixe Gawu Chung The Sikyon Ta Chite Legung Ne Ngala Dumber Nambadi Tuchi Che Shugi Tashidelek, Honorable Sikyon, His Excellency Chief Guest, the Chief Minister of Sikkim, all dignitaries, special guests, and to everyone here today. It is a pleasure for me to attend the celebrations of Kundu's 89th birthday in Dharamsala with all of you for the first time. I want to thank the Honorable Sikyon and the Department of Information and International Relations for the invitation. Today, as we celebrate Kundu's birthday, we also express our deep gratitude for his lifetime of work for the Tibetan people and for the world. After his escape from Tibet into India, and during the most difficult period in the Tibetan people's history, at just 24 years old, Kundu had the wisdom, the foresight, and the leadership to take the critical steps needed to build schools for Tibetan children in exile, Tibetan settlements for refugees, to re-establish in exile the great monastic institutions which were the sources of Tibetan wisdom and Buddhist knowledge, and so much more. I want to recognize that it would not have been possible without the generosity and the support from the government and the people of India. But imagine a 24-year-old having this vision for his people in exile and dedicating the next 65 years of his life to achieve it. We are products of his tireless work and his sacrifices. I am a product of his tireless work and sacrifice. We are all his legacy. We are here and we are who we are because of him. His Holiness has been the spiritual leader of not only the Tibetan people, but of people around the world. World leaders look to him for inspiration. His teachings on compassion and oneness has spread to millions and is relevant and needed today, if not more. That is why recently, the General Assembly of the Asian Buddhist Conference for Peace unanimously declared His Holiness the 14th Dalai Lama to be universal supreme leader of Buddhists around the world. And declared July 6th, His Holiness's birthday, to be the Universal Day of Compassion. In Canada, where I am from, His Holiness was granted honorary Canadian citizenship, one of only 6 people in the world so far to receive this high honor. And in Ontario, Canada, I was proud to bring forward Bill 131, the Tibetan Heritage Month Act, which is now law and marks July as Tibetan Heritage Month, also in recognition of His Holiness's birthday. There are far too many recognitions of His Holiness from around the world to list them all. But I leave you with this. The best birthday gift that we can give His Holiness is to put into action His principal commitments, which are to promote world peace, religious harmony, and the oneness of humanity. We wish His Holiness continued good health and long life. Tamadi, kundi kutse tilorten basho, kongi gongshe tamje lubudu basho, shije pemi nyurdu nyamsum yongwasho. Tachinang.
Tushena. Tene mixer kunju yagar Arunachal ngade chozo tumi kushep tapi rao chone sungshe nangyu. I request our special guest Sri Tapir Rao, member of Lok Sabha representing Arunachal, to deliver his speech.
Tasi dele Honorable Sikyong Penpa Sering, Honorable Speaker Kempo Sonam Tenpel, Honorable Chief Minister, my friend from beautiful Sikkim State and his Council of Ministers, and Honorable Tibetans, Cabinet Ministers and Members of Parliament, and my dear friends who have gathered from all over the world, from international youth and students from different countries. It is a profound honor to be amongst you all today to celebrate the 89th birthday of our beloved and most reverend His Holiness, the 14th Dalai Lama, a figure whose life and teachings have touched the heart of millions across the globe. On the special occasions, we not only celebrate the birthday of reverend spiritual leader, but also honor a man who has dedicated his life to the principle of peace, compassion, and understandings. His Holiness' journey has been one of the rare, remarkable courage and unwavering commitment to the well-being of not only his people but also the greater good of humanity. On this auspicious day, let us also revisit the endurance and the perilous journey undertaken by His Holiness the 14th Dalai Lama. We should remember the event that marked his arrival in India, a significant moment in history that demonstrates the deep bond of friendship and solidarity between our nations, India. True to its values of compassion and hospitality, welcome His Holiness and thousands of his peoples. I can proudly say that the place he chose to enter India on March 31st in 1959 is the Kenjimene on the river bank of Namjangsu River in Tuang district in my Arunachal Pradesh in my states. After his formal reception by T.S. Murthy, the political officer, His Holiness planted his walk sticks. His Holiness जैसे इंडिया में एंटर हुआ, इंडिया का ऑफिशियल ने रिसीव किया T.S. मूर्ति ने पॉलिटिकल ऑफिसर, जिस स्टिक को जिस लाठी को हिज होलीनेस ने इंडिया में एंटर होते समय लाए थे, उसको वहाँ प्लान किया, आज एक बहुत बड़ा पेड़ बन के वहाँ करा है तवांग हमारा डिस्ट्रिक्ट में, which has been become a beautiful tree known by the local as a Guru Seng, the holy tree on the frontier at the Kenjimane. His Holiness then proceeded to Sangtangmu Sek Post, where the 59th or 5th Battalion of Assam Rifle also gave him a grand reception. Our government in the Arunachal Pradesh, led by Honorable Chief Minister Pema Khandu, has made this holy place, as a place of worship that attracts many pilgrims and visitors. I welcome and appeal everyone here to visit whenever you can to that Tawang Kenjimane. I cannot imagine the anguish and the pain in his heart on the night of March 17, 1959, when a 23-year-old young man had to slip out of his bedroom window in Lhasa into the dark, cold night. His name was Tenzin Getcho, but to the millions around the world, he was the 14th Dalai Lama, the sole and most powerful spiritual leader of Tibet. His departures mark the end of an era in Tibet and the beginning of a long exile for the Tibet leaders. It is worth noting that when His Holiness and his entourage entered India at Kenjimane in 1959, the Chinese government did not protest about the locations of the border or even claim that Tawang was the part of southern Tibet. The term itself today used by the Beijing to define Arunachal Pradesh as their territory, but now they are claiming as their territory. Let me tell the world that with a strong word, Arunachal Pradesh was, is, and will remain a main integral part of India. The decision of Indian government to accept His Holiness and his people was not just an act of political foresight, but as a testament in to share cultural, spiritual heritage and bind India and Tibet. Over the past 6 decades, these relations have polarized or grounded in mutual respect and a shared commitment to the principle of non-violence and compassion. His Holiness the 14th Dalai Lama has been a tireless advocate for non-violence and dialogue as a means to resolve conflict, earning his global recognitions and admirations, including the Nobel Peace Prize on 10 December 1989. His teachings continue to inspire millions, promoting values of compassion, tolerance, and universal responsibilities. I wish and hope that the world acknowledge and celebrate His Holiness' birthday as a Compassion Day. As an Indian Member of Parliament and a member of all party Indian Parliamentary Forum for Tibet Coast, I am deeply proud of the role India has played in supporting the Tibet community in exile. The presence of His Holiness and the Tibetan diaspora in India has enriched our cultural and spiritual landscape. The teachings of His Holiness resonate deeply with the core value of Indian civilizations, and His message of peace and compassion is more relevant than ever in in today's world. Today we celebrate His Holiness 14th Dalai Lama's 89th birthday. We also reaffirm our commitment to the cause of Tibet. The people of India stand in solidarity with our Tibet brothers and sisters in their quest for justice, human rights, and the preservation of their unique culture's heritage. I strongly advocate that the world recognize the Tibet cause and come forward jointly to resolve and liberate Tibet, and I would like to see a pre-Tibet in my lifetime. Let us all extend our heartiest wishes to our beloved and the most reverend His Holiness the 14th Dalai Lama on the 89th birthday. May he continue to live a long and a healthy life, guiding the world with the wisdom and compassion. His presence is beacon of hope and reminder of the power of resistance and the enduring spirit of humanity. Tujise.
Thank you. Dijela kundun zo dejong ade jikep lunchen kusha Prem Singh Tamang chone sungshen nangyu. I request our chief guest Shri Prem Singh Tamang to address the gathering, please.
Tasidilek. The most auspicious day of 6th July 1935, a bright light shone upon the universe to enlighten the sentient beings with his blessings. The day most precious jewel, His Holiness the 14th Dalai Lama was born. I wish from the core of my heart, happy birthday to His Holiness, Honorable Speaker, Tibetan Parliament in Exile, Khenpo Van Sonam Tenfelji, Honorable Sikyong of the Tibetan Government in Exile, Sri Penpa Chring Ji, Honorable Deputy Speaker of Ontario State Parliament, Canada, Mrs. Bhutila Kharpochi Ji, Honorable Deputy Speaker, Tibetan Parliament Exile, Srimati Dolma Chiring Ji, Honorable Speaker from Sikkim Government, Sri M.N. Sherpa Ji, Honorable Ministers from Government of Sikkim, Honorable Member of Lok Sabha, Arunachal Pradesh, respected Sri Tapil Gwaji, Honorable MLAs and advisors from Government of Sikkim, respected Justice Commissioner Tenzing Longtok Ji, respected Security Kaulian Mrs. Kolma Gary Ji, respected Mayor of Oatville Amsi, Switzerland, Mr. Namgyal Gansok Ji, respected member of Yapsi family who are present here, respected Chairman, Administrative Reforms Commission, Government of Sikkim, Sri Tenzing Gelek Ji, respected eminent personalities from various countries across the world, including India, the most venerable masters and the member of Sangha community, respected executive member of local Tibetan Assembly and 6th Tibetan Association of Sikkim, respected Deputy Commissioner and various officials from Kangra District Administration, Himachal Pradesh, respected devotees, media fraternity, ladies and gentlemen, salutations to His Holiness, the 14th Dalai Lama, Gelwa Tenzing Getcho. Good morning, Namaskar and Tasidilek to all of you present here. I want to start my address with the famous quote of His Holiness. Happiness is not something ready-made. Happiness is not something ready-made. It comes from your own action. If you want to be happy, practice compassion. I am greatly honored that I have been invited to this august gathering as the chief guest by the Central Tibetan Administration Dharamsala. We are all blessed to be here together on the auspicious occasion of the 89th birthday celebration of His Holiness the 14th Dalai Lama at the holy place of Dharamsala. His Holiness birthday is celebrated across the world on the 6th July and also in Sikkim in a very grand manner. This time, we are very happy to celebrate the birthday of His Holiness at the holy place of McLeodganj, Dharamsala, blessed by His Holiness. This land has become a beacon of light for the trusting humanity by His Holiness, aura of goodness and compassion for the suffering mankind. Although His Holiness had to face many ups and downs during his childhood, nevertheless, His Holiness has carried on advocating the cause of peace and harmony in the world. Looking on the bright side of his exile, no longer is his grace bounded by political borders. His spiritual teachings have flourished beyond all boundaries. It is commendable that the whole world is now getting benefit from the teaching of His Holiness. His Holiness always underscores the importance of teaching and sharing the ideology of Buddhism, peace, love and compassion with each and everyone so that the society gets benefited. He always advocates the teachings of Lord Buddha to be shared with all around the world. The world is aware of His Holiness lineage. The title of Dalai Lama conveys the meaning as the vast ocean of wisdom. He is a spiritual leader of great eminence on whom was conferred the Nobel Peace Prize in 1989. Today is also an opportunity to celebrate the declaration of 6 July, His Holiness' birthday, to be the Universal Day of Compassion by the Asian Buddhist Conference for Peace, who also declare him as the universal supreme leader of the Buddhist world. I am deeply humbled that I am fortunate to announce such worthy offering upon His Holiness on this special day. I know that the people in Sikkim are filled with immense pride that today I stand here as their Chief Minister with immense faith upon His Holiness, wishing on his 89th birthday. I wish to tell my respected people from this podium that I pray for His Holiness good health and long life on your behalf and myself. Ever since His Holiness set foot on this blessed land in 1956, we have had the good fortune to his visit in Sikkim at regular intervals, last of which was in December 2023, right after the devastating flood in October the same year. By His gracious presence, the suffering and difficulties that we face became bearable, and there was brightness after the darkness of the catastrophe. His Holiness has Sikkim's well-being at his heart, and so do we for His Holiness. I take this opportunity to fondly mention this august gathering here that His Holiness have blessed the Sikkimese people with as many as 8 visits to Sikkim, right since when His Holiness was only 21-year-old in the year 1956. We continue to draw strength from His teachings given during His cherished visit to Sikkim. We pray to ever remain in His thought and His kind attention and blessing always towards us. Walking in His footsteps have inspired us to live in harmony with one another and with nature, which is now gaining huge importance in the global forum advocating for sustainable developmental goals. I would like to share that towards its end, our government has started a scheme by the name Mero Ruk Mero Santati, my tree, my children, wherein for every new birth, the happy parents will have to register with the forest department for plantation of 108 trees, settling in the name of the newborn. The family can celebrate the child's birthday in his or her forest while growing side by side. Similarly, under Sishu Samriddhi Yojana, the government of Sikkim deposits a sum of rupees 10,800 in the name of the child fixed for a period of 18 years, which will be useful for them for their studies and other expenses. It is our small contribution towards nature and environment. I feel delighted to share with the august gathering that this concept of Mero Ruk Mero Santati was also presented in COP 2028 submitted Dubai in December 2023, representing our country, India. Likewise, we are initiating a new scheme of Meru Batu Meru Board, which means my road, my tree, on the eve of Parivaran Parva to be held on this 9th of July 2024 as a humble tribute to the nature. With reverence and gratitude to His Holiness, I want to say that indeed no one would escape the charm and warmth of His Holiness' affection and great teachings on love and compassion. The teachings of His Holiness on compassion and motivation are the most ideal formulations that are relevant to address the present world order and its problem. The state of Sikkim is nestled amidst nature in the northeastern part of Bharat as its 22nd state. Known for its rich culture, heritage and spiritual sanctity boasted upon by Guru Padma Sambhava, Sikkim offers a unique blend of nature, serenity and religious significance that captivate both the heart and soul of its visitors, giving them happiness and peace in their life, present vacation. The state is home to a harmonious blend of various faiths in particulars. Buddhism holds a significant place in Sikkimese culture with numerous holy monasteries, famous holy lakes and caves sporting the landscape. The majestic Mount Kanchenjunga, the third highest peak in the world, is revered by the people, thus affirming our deep ties with nature. On this joyful occasion, we have with us 28 students along with their teachers, escort and guides from Sikkim to participate in the auspicious celebration and be sure with His Holiness blessing in this holy land. Similarly, Honorable Speaker, Honorable Minister, Honorable MLAs, advisors, and as we celebrate this significant milestone, we pray for His Holiness' speedy recovery and for His long life. May His vision for a compassionate world flourish through His tireless effort in spreading love and peace. May His wisdom continue to illuminate our path and may His message spread far and wide, fostering a world where understanding and respect for each other overcome all tension and conflict. Today, more than ever, the world needs more elevated souls to bring us back from the edges of deadly hostilities. His Holiness, who is changed in human form, advent of world peace and always in our heart. Although His Holiness is now in New York and not physical present here, His divine vibration and blessing are with us. In this blessed moment, our pulse and heartbeat resonate with the reality of His presence. Let us also take this opportunity to reaffirm our commitment to the values that His Holiness embodies and strive to cultivate His ideologies. I feel now our deliberate part is to propagate the teaching of His Holiness and reach as many people as we can to spread love and peace among us. In doing so, we would be honoring His legacy and also contribute towards a harmonious world. May His Holiness live an eternal life, continually blessing and guiding us. We are willing and always ready to offer our ears from our ears to His Holiness so that all sentient beings may benefit from His teaching, guidance and blessing. Before I conclude, I extend my heartiest gratitude to the Central Tibetan Administration, Dharamsala, Government of Himachal Pradesh, local gentry, each and everyone concerned towards our well-being during our stay in this holy land, and all the eminent personalities from across the world and our country Bharat for your benign presence on this historic and auspicious occasion. Lastly, I would like to conclude my address with the famous quote of His Holiness, who always says, Our prime purpose in this life is to help others. Our prime purpose in this life is to help others, developing love, compassion and kindness within ourselves. We are pleased to always follow the footsteps of Holiness. Wishing a very, very happy birthday to His Holiness. Thank you all of your warmth, affection and hospitality. Tasi Dilek, Namaskar, Jai Hind and Jai Sikkim. Dhanyavad.
Thank you, Your Excellency. Now we will have the cultural performances. Members of Tibetan Institute of Performing Arts will perform a traditional dance. Shibuchena. Tene Meglurganj Pugim Nilobne, Zangshe Aji Yulu Shebasikushugu. The students of Tibetan Children's Village Day School Meglurganj will perform a traditional dance. Chena DJ la Yongling Lobda ne Tapshe Chamba Chwesa la Sheba Sigushugu. The tiny toes of Yongling School will dance to a modern song. Turishena DJ la Dashe Pyokim Lobtu ne Tunzi Riwu Sheba Sigushugu. The students of Lower Tibetan Children's Village will present the next performance. DJ la Konse Shui, DJ la Meben Tula Bedun Lobtane, Zamling Kibuchik da Kibuni Sheba Sigushugu. Students of Meben Tula Bedun School will present the next performance. Tushena, DJ La, Tashe Pyokim Loptane, Tunzi Diusheba Sigbishigyu. The students of Lower Tibetan Children's Village will now present the next performance. tujichena tijela dadeng pyogim lobte lomatsu tarinarona dadeng pyogim lobtu ne sirgi pel piu sheba sigbishigyu. Students of Upper Tibetan Children's Village will present their next performance. Tuchena, Dijela, Kangi, Meben Zula Bedun Lobdalia, Surjon La Shuken, Lomakajine, Sharjo, Tinsang Karchung Sheba, Sibushugu. A group of students attending extra classes at Kangi Meben Zula Bedun School will present a dance. Tuchena, DJ Laya, Dele Menkangi, Mensha Bakaji ne, Kangdu Tumbo Sheva Sibushugu. A group of nurses from Delhi Hospital will present the next traditional dance.
Chi la shu
모유고 배디나시나 나유라유이드 조자지유 이모이조제베노가지 사소라마자리라자다지그
세제제 세니제 세제니소
이모이조제베노가지 사소라마자리라자다지그
세제제 세니제 세제니소
고모두고 배디나시나
아수
고모두고 배디나시나 나누나 도미들 조자지유 이보이조제미노가지 산소라마자리라자다지그
세제제 세니제 세제니소
이보이조제미노가지 산소라마자리라자다지그
세제제 세니제
세제니소 시마토 고초제 다시 샤브로 소야제
Tushena, DJ la Karchung Chibe Rukane, Medo Kabu Sheba Sigbishigyu. Next we have Karchung Children's Dance Troupe that will dance to a song called Medo Kabu. Tushena, DJ Lea, Sheba Lopsang Lada Charo ne Kangri Gabu Sheba Sigbishigyu. We have singer Lopsang and his friend singing Kangri Garbo.
想当个西钞票，送钞票，绿南中绿年莫内要送内要，绿地里不当不摸，绿地里不当不摸，想当个西钞票。
Tushena, Tiringi, Rishon Tabdun, Lerim Tamadi, Kangjong Jora Tamone, Saikibu Nangshu Lungba Shebasigu Shugu. The last performance for today is from Kangjong Jora Tamo Dance Troupe.
namlah karma yakı sala titu zangı çombarın zomsum zomgı ya ka tashi xtendil kanzum nila ha akı zangni xtam şu yakın narda langni galı sigdum ya ma şubu dembi kazi çobra nil xwenda çavi anyambi galı tam xçepi çuri çava serce 将哦，抽一个挣钞票啊！三级波接三级波，你三级波那就中国的所以，那就中国的所以。三级波接三级波，你三级波那就中国的所以，三级波那就中国的所以。现在就中的就我的手看到那皮卡哈斯的大哟，手看到那皮卡哈斯的大哟。现在就中的就我的手看到那皮卡哈斯的大哟，手看到那皮卡哈斯的大哟。
Samdine Thirin, Chino Consecam Gwen Chimbucho, Chilu Dar Kongjan, Gegula Pepe, Gui Chunga Tujin, Sungzi Shue, Shungje Zego, Gekenga Netewi. We have now come to the end of the official celebration of His Holiness the 14th Dalai Lama's 89th birthday. Thank you all and have a wonderful day ahead.